I really mean it. I remember one time, this is absolutely true. When I was a kid, all these other kids got to go to the Barnum and Bailey Circus, and I remember begging my dad, please, I want to go. All the other kids are going. He said, no, we just can't afford it. Tickets are expensive. He ended up taking us to this Bob Circus. It was actually called, no, this is true.
Bob Circus.
Yeah, and it was in a mall parking lot. And what a difference when you go to a cheap circus. They had things like, I remember the guy yelling, and now huge midgets. What? What the hell is that?
They stand 5'10".
That's right. They're range from 5'8" to 6'2". The world's largest midgets. Look at them. Look at the size of these guys. Bunch of guys walking around.
That is a cheap circus, I'm telling you.
It was the worst.
Wow.
That was
one
Bob.
after another.
Bob Circus.
It was Bob.
Coming to a parking lot near you.
Right.
I like it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There was just one after another. The bearded man. What the hell is that? It was like they were just making it up on the spot. And we all just sat there stunned, you know. We couldn't believe it. They had, I think they actually had the talking mute. Hi! Man, what the hell is this?
How does he do it?
He's amazing. He's a mute, yet he speaks. Dad, we go home. My dad made us sit through the whole thing. It was the worst circus. We had to sit there. My dad said, "I'd pay for this. You're going to sit through the circus and watch." And I think they had what else? Oh, they had the world's first stripeless zebra. It's a horse. A stinking horse, Dad.
Good morning. Hello. Mr. and Mrs. North America, around the world, and all the ships at sea. It's the Bob and Tom Show. Oh, sounding good today, singers. Christy on vacation this week. That's Jessica Holzman.
Hey, Chick.
Hey, she's at the news desk. There's Pat Godwin.
Hello, Chick.
I have a Pat Godwin story coming up. There's Josh Arnold.
Hello.
I like those solid colored shirts on you.
Very nice.
Thanks. Very nice. Look at that.
My Dickies work shirts.
I'm sorry?
You know I love them.
Dickie.
My Dickies brand work shirts.
Oh, Dickies brand. Sorry.
Who's what comedian does the Dickie Bar joke? What is that? We go to Dickie Bar, remember? There's Ace Cosby. There's Willie Griswold. I'm Chick.
I know there's the Pinkerton Bowden song about the song Dick and Jane.
No, they're playing like Pictionary, and somebody...
Oh, I can find that for you.
Yeah.
I know exactly. That's one of our Canadian friends.
Dickie Bar, right.
By the way, there was a joke yesterday about Canada. Calm down. Oh, God.
Oh, I don't know. I remember a joke about Canada.
They announced the new astronauts.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, well, that was Canadian.
For the lunar thing, and it's kind of like a mod squad thing.
Yeah,
they've got a woman, they have an African American gentleman, and then they have a Canadian. And I said, hey, look, this diversity thing's going too far if we're starting to throw Canadians to the moon.
That
was a joke.
That was clearly a joke.
Yeah, it was a great joke.
People are everybody's so sensitive. Calm down.
They're choosing to be offended.
That's the thing. People get up in the morning. What am I gonna write about today?
How long ago
can I invade in the internet today?
You had to have said that 25 years ago. That people make the choice again. Well, I'm going to get up this morning and be upset about something.
Oh, that's what the internet's all about.
Yeah.
That's what contemporary politics is all about.
But can I tell you, as a guy that gets fake mad at stuff every morning in this room with you guys, man, it's fun sometimes. Getting fired up about some issue you don't really care about.
That's exactly correct. But see, that's the famous fake mad.
Right.
Like, Chick thinks I'm fake mad at him. Wait a minute. No, I'm sorry.
Come on.
You know who's mad right now?
Who?
Godwin.
What's he upset about? Pat, what are you upset about?
Oh, I came in, my door was locked to my room.
Someone locked his studio this morning.
Oh, that is annoying.
I sat out there like
and someone locked my office. What the hell's going on?
So I thought when I left...
Message received, boy.
Wait a minute. Walked around here locking up.
We're fired.
I leave my door open. There's nothing in there of interest to anyone.
It's like quiet firing, isn't it?
And my key didn't work.
If we just walked in one morning and all the signs said Chris and Dave.
Are we in an alternate universe? What?
Wait a minute. What do you mean Stoner and Fatso took over the show? That was a joke.
That was my Pat Godwin story. I thought it'd be funny if I came back yesterday afternoon and locked everybody's door.
No, seriously.
Am I telling the truth or not?
I don't think so.
No, I'm lying.
I was here, and you weren't here. No,
You're not here all the time.
I was here yesterday afternoon.
Employee of the century. You're not here all the time.
I was here yesterday trying to find something. But yes, who's locking all these offices?
I don't know who locked mine.
I think it's a
Someone
cleaning
new.
person because somebody's moving trash cans too.
What? Well, now they
That's
got
the
me
final
pissed off. Don't you move my trash cans.
That's where he gets his sports.
That's right.
There, one down here.
That's where I get my songs.
This is an outfit.
There may be a new person on the. Can you please get a key to your studio?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, it'd be real simple.
If you are the new person, we're happy to have you.
Nope, that's not true.
They moved the trash can so they could vacuum, I bet.
If someone walked up to me in the parking lot
another room?
in the morning and said, "Hi, how are you? Hey, chick, what's going on? I work in the back," I would go, "I got no idea who you are. I don't know if you work here or here to rape me."
Well, by work in the back, it could go either way.
I don't know what he means, Tom.
Yeah.
He's going to work the back.
I was right there with you. That turn came out of nowhere.
So I come in and I get a soda out of the refrigerator and I'm standing in the green room.
You're welcome.
Reevaluating. Yeah, you buy the pop. You want $20? I'll give you $20. So I'm standing there in the green room reevaluating every situation I've ever done. And I look down and there's Pat Godwin's keys and wallet. And I'm thinking, and Pat's in his studio, finally, evidently. And I'm thinking,
What?
I must piss on these. I absolutely
Thought they smelled funny.
must pee. Did you go get them?
Yeah, I got them.
Okay. Well, I did not pee on them. It was everything I could do to stop myself. I can tell you that.
Well, we started today's show with Jeff Rothpan and the fabulous Huge Midgets, Bob Circus, by request.
From dwarves?
No, yesterday when I came over, I went through some old email and just took a bunch of requests from over time so I could.
Do you still have the giant pile of old emails over there? We used to do a feature called Tom's Pile of Emails, and I believe it goes back 7-9 years, something like that.
I doubt it. I mean, some of the ones in the bottom may go back probably a couple of months. These are, I digitized these and...
He digitized them.
For example...
You know they're digitized when you get them. You don't have to... There's not another step to that.
For example, yesterday we had an unusual story about some idiots that have created a beer that is somehow based on the scrapings of the mommy parts of, what did they call them? Hot models or something.
Oh, yeah, underwear of hot models.
The underwear of hot models. Just who are these bros that think this is interesting? But I believe I made a joke about it and saying, is the name of the beer Schlitz? And I got this. I'm happy to say, Tom, Schlitz is still available in the upper Midwest. This is from Mike in Wisconsin. We have it at least once a year when a friend and I have our retro beer tailgating event at a Packers game. Okay, this is a great idea.
Yeah, that's fun.
They bring PBR Old Style, Grain Belt, and Blatz.
Oh, I've never had Grain Belt or Blatz. I'm familiar with Blatz.
Yeah, Blatz used to advertise all the time. What a great name for a beer. Blatz, and then Blatz now sounds like a video game. Hey, did you get the new Blatz? They got the monsters in the. Over the years, Mike writes, we've had Hams. Is it pronounced Huber? Huber. Stroh's.
Stroh's is great. I love Stroh's and Hams.
Yeah, Stroh's is terrific. And a northern Wisconsin favorite, Rhinelander. And then he goes, pretty much anything our grandfathers would have had.
Yeah.
What a cool thing. Also, Mike writes, I've heard that Minnesotans call duck, duck, goose, duck, duck, gray duck.
Really?
That seems a little weird, but they do produce Grain Belt, so we're going to let it go.
Oh, I got to try Grain Belt.
Yeah, great letter. Thanks. And so Schlitz still out there.
Good to know.
So, yeah. And again...
that's back when beer was beer, if you ask me.
Yeah. What was the weird name of the so-called vaginal-based beer? It was like the King of Yoda.
The Order of Yanni.
The Order of Yanni, right.
Interesting.
Okay, well, yeah, it's...
The Order of Yoda would be a lot cooler, though.
Does that beer?
That actually would be the Yoda of order, wouldn't it?
Yes,
Indeed.
it would.
Oh, does the what's it called? The vagina beer? Does that does that come in a can or in a box? Thank you. I'll start that.
Don't laugh, Jessica. Answer the man.
Down the snatch.
Tom asked a question.
Yeah, it's a fair question.
Hatch.
Down the hatch. Sorry. Okay. But in any event, thank you for the letters. If you want to reach us, Josh, how does one do that? Is there a...
Oh, I say email us. That's probably the best way.
And how would one
What
do
else
that?
do we? Oh, Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. Use the app also, the Bob and Tom app. If you haven't downloaded that for free yet, I don't know what you're up to with your phone. My
it's a
gosh.
blast.
You're up to no good, I bet.
You know, I'm looking at butts on Instagram, man. There's a
Man.
lot of butts. They also got boobs on there, too.
They're out there, aren't they? Mm-hmm.
Muscular butts? Do you like big butts or?
I like all kinds. I'm not going to lie. I'm a big fan
You
of
know
anything.
what? I like a soft butt, a
Yeah.
softer butt.
Just whatever you got
Not a
going on,
muscular
I'm a
butt.
fan, man.
Like a tight butt.
There he is. Oh, and this is from yesterday's show. You saw a half-white squirrel or somewhere? What was it?
Yeah. I saw
backyard?
it looked like the squirrel had been dipped in paint, and we found out it's called a piebald squirrel.
Dear folks, Tom is not crazy. I've seen a white squirrel also. Unlike him, I was able to get a picture. If anyone's interested, let me know how to send it.
Email.
Well, Josh just told us how.
Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com.
Dave,
He
send us
did.
an attachment, Dave.
Oh, okay.
He sent us an email.
That's nice.
He,
Now,
he managed email, but he didn't get to the attachment. He's so close.
if it's all white, it may be an albino squirrel. And then there are also black squirrels,
I don't care for
made famous, of course, by Ernest Hemingway. Got another great letter we're going to get to when we come back. I'm not sure if we can still play this. I'll have to review this with several people. This is a letter from a maximum security prison.
Oh, good. Good.
A special request.
All right.
In fact, this is from the...
Does it get me out of here?
P.S. How bad I know.
Send ramen?
We'll find out if this is something we can do when we come back. In the meantime, let's talk about security and maximum security of your home.
Let's talk about it with Simply Safe, the do-it-yourself, design-it-yourself home security system. That's right. It's time to spring cleaning. Isn't that fun? Clean out the closet. Well, how about this? Add a home security system that you design yourself and install it yourself to the list. Simply Safe designed, cutting-edge technology backed by 24/7 professional monitoring. You got an emergency, agents there use Fast Protect proprietary technology only from Simply Safe to capture critical evidence and verify the threat is real so you can get priority police dispatch. Simply Safe 24/7 professionals. Service costs under $1 a day, less than half the price of traditional home security systems. And you can lock and unlock your doors, access your cameras, arm and disarm right there from the app on your smartphone. And CNET named Simply Safe their editor's choice for 2023. Customize the perfect system for your compound in just a few minutes at simplysafetom.com and then install it yourself. Plus, if you go today, claim a free indoor security camera plus 20% off your order with interactive monitoring. That's simplysafetom.com. Remember, there's no safe like Simply Safe.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
And the word simple is in there because it's simple to install.
So easy, I did it.
And all the crazy people out there, it's a good time to get Simply Safe. That's all I can say. Coming up, we have lots of cool things in the news.
A world record Frisbee dog that I can't stop thinking about.
Yeah, and a world record weirdo mustache.
Yep.
And some cool Harry Potter news.
Hey, weirdo mustache. Hey. what's
And
going on?
if you're a Coke drinker or a Pepsi drinker, something really interesting in a kind of a positive way.
Good.
A kind of a manly thing. We'll find out about it. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Ow. Oh, back.
Oh, hey, Josh. What's wrong?
My back is sore, my legs.
What's in your shoe?
Nothing. I mean, here, look, nothing.
Joshua, you have to have proper support.
Huh.
Orange insoles.
Orange insoles, you say?
Yeah, look.
Yeah, I see them.
Look at this. They're great.
Yeah. Orange insoles. I'll give them a shot.
Great. See you later, buddy.
Give it a... Yippee! I can mow and dance while I do it. Ha! No more pain. Thank you, orange insoles.
Josh, did you get orange insoles?
Jessica, I sure did. Thanks to orange insoles, I feel great.
Terrific. See you later.
Orange insoles. Feel better, do more.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Looking to buy a new car, but the looking part is getting old hat? Well, maybe you need to try shopping at Bob Bile Motors. Bob Bile Motors.
Hi. Just stop into Bob Bile Motors and I'll show you my Take a test drive and I'll also let you see my
That's Bob Bile Motors.
And hey guys, during Bob Bile's Celebration Bonanza Days, if you buy a car from Bob Bile Motors, I'll not only show you my and my I'll let you in the and after that, you're in the
Is that even possible? It is at Bob Bile Motors. Bob Bile Motors. Why the hell shop anywhere else?
Somebody get me a towel.
Due to pending litigation, Bob Bile Motors is suspending free hot dog Fridays.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
You're talking about the biggest Dolly Parton lookalike contest taking place.
How about that?
Well, I believe you forgot the one that occurred in the movie Urban Cowboy, you know.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
The sad part about the contest was the main judge was Charlie Daniels. And he couldn't pick a winner on account he's been blind since he was a baby.
No, Mr. Daniels was not blind.
Tragic story.
Just wearing sunglasses.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, folks. Boom. It's me. And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. That's 24 days and 27 days a week and 24 like the show with the guy who whispers all the time and saves the world. And Bob and Tom 24/7. Hey, it won't blow up the world.
It's time now for the guy who would rather nitpick than have sex.
Baby, let's make love. You know, we haven't been together since the start of the new millennium.
Well, technically, the new millennium doesn't start until January 1st, 2001. Yeah, obviously, there was no year zero, so
Okay, whatever, but come on, baby. I want to try this kinky thing I read about using warm vegetables. I've got carrots, potatoes, and your favorite, tomatoes.
You know, that's kind of a common mistake. The tomato actually is a fruit, not a vegetable. Interestingly enough, the tomato is in the same family as the poisonous nightshade plant.
Listen, don't talk. Just come to bed. I'll tell you what. I'll give you.
You know, it's odd that people call it that. There's actually no blowing involved. You know, the term probably originated.
Forget it. I'm out of here. You can go yourself.
You know, technically, that's not possible. This has been the guy who would rather nitpick than have sex.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
I got thrown out of J.C. Penney the other day.
Really?
Yeah, fondling up the mannequins. You believe that? And that ain't my fault. Have you seen the mannequins in there? And they taunt you, too. They got the little short skirt on, arm up, kind of waving you over. You know what I mean? Shoot. I tell you what, if you ask me, the little whore was asking for it.
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend. It's just a woman on a bus. So that's how you know you're too high.
Hi, fellas. This is Floyd Tucker, the over-the-road trucker. This is Bob and Tom's program.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Nice shooting text. Christy Lee on vacation. That's Jessica Alsman at the news desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
Forgetter of things, unorganized, a fellow traveler wandering the earth, wondering where he is. Pat Godwin.
That is me.
There's Josh Arnold.
Chick.
At the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick desk. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
I got in a research hole, and I think this summer I'm going to go on vacation and go see Joseph Schlitz's grave in Milwaukee.
All right.
Yeah, man.
That sounds like an adventure.
Schlitz.
Yeah.
Joey Schlitz.
With a name like Schlitz. No, what was it? Schlitz.
What was that? The beer to have when you're having more than one? Wait a minute. That was Schaefer. Schaefer is the one beer to have when you're having more than one. Is that still out there?
I think so. Ham's, the beer refreshing. I know that.
Oh, yeah. From the land of sky blue waters.
I don't know if we can do that jingle
the water
anymore.
best for drink. What do you mean you can't do it anymore?
He's in a canoe, and it's very American.
Oh, really?
Native American.
Okay.
Look to it.
Anyone can enjoy a beer. Yeah, but we got a great letter from Mike in Wisconsin talking about their...
Chick, that's Tom.
Oh, sorry. This is Tom speaking. Thank you very much. Their retro beer tailgating at a Green Bay Packer game. Boy, that would be a fun. Wouldn't that be great to go and join Mike and his buddies?
Mm-hmm.
PBR, Old Style, Grain Belt, Blatz, Hams, Huber, Stroh's, Rhinelander. Some good stuff out there.
I've been a Washington Redskins Commanders fan since 1967, and I've seen a bunch of games in person, but I've never been to Lambeau Field. I have seen the Packers play Washington at County Stadium in Milwaukee. They used to play a couple games in Milwaukee every year. But I need to do this. I need to go to Lambeau Field.
Yeah.
And maybe not even see a Washington game. I should go and enjoy myself.
We can send you and Willie up there. You can do the show from there Friday morning.
I didn't say anything about Willie. I mean, I like the kid. There's no...
Chick, we're going to get a Sprinter van. We're going to fill it up with Spotted Cow on the way home.
Oh,
we're going to go
good.
to Milwaukee. What are we going to do in Milwaukee with?
We're going to find dope.
Exactly.
All right.
We're going to do the Harley Davidson
Do the
Museum
Laverne
tour.
and Shirley thing.
Oh, you're going to hate this.
Do the Dahmer walking tour. A couple of gay bars.
What's a Spotted...
Spotted Cow's a beer that I like.
Spotted Cow is your son's favorite beer on the face of the earth.
Because Spotted Dick is a...
do you have to say dick like that?
No, Spotted Dick is a dessert, right, Josh?
That's right. It can, right?
It can, yeah.
In England.
I've seen it that way.
Or it's an unfortunate illness. Yes, I got bitten by a tsetse fly. The next thing you know, Spotted Dick.
You go to England, they like their Spotted Dick. They like their mushy peas.
Mm-hmm.
They like their... sticky toffee pudding.
I sure do enjoy that.
It's getting louder.
Josh,
it is, isn't it?
You guys should go to. Let's see if we can get a hold of Mike and meet. You guys can meet him for the retro beer tailgate party.
Yeah, without running the background check on him or anything.
He's a good guy.
Would you go to Lambeau when it's like really cold? You know, the full experience,
You'd have
snowing.
No, don't do that. It'd be ridiculous.
I've been to Lambeau's parking lot. With Drew Hastings. What is this edifice? What do they do here? Supposed to be a great place to play polo.
What do they do?
Now, speaking of great stadiums, we do have in sporting news. I can't understand why they're doing this, but Buffalo is finally going to build a brand new stadium, but they're not going to put a roof on it.
Because, Tom,
It's
a lot of people
football,
like that,
Tom.
that seasonal aspect.
You don't get it, do you? You really don't get it.
He
really doesn't.
No, they could have a removable roof. Make it give them the option. Okay.
No.
It's about football. It's not about getting snacks and going with your buddies. It's about going to watch some football.
I know, but you can't watch if there's a foot of snow on the ground.
You know, there was a time in the National Football League when they made a big point of saying a dome team had never won a Super Bowl. They made a huge deal about that.
Well, that's because there was one dome.
Well, you know why there was one dome? Or no, there was probably 5 or 6.
Astrodome, the one in New Orleans. Colts been in a dome forever.
Because it's football, okay? You play it outside no matter what. It's not like sissy baseball. Hello? It's football. Okay?
Hey, there's some cool baseball news. What is I want to say the shot clock. Sorry, the pitch clock nailed somebody. That's going to call third strike, and they were pissed and got tossed from the game.
Yep. And a Mets game, I think, yesterday went under 2 hours. It was like 1:57.
That's ridiculous.
It was I don't think they were trying. You know, and what they're starting to bring up is that with the pitch clock and the defensive shift limitations, yada, yada, there are more runs, there are more base runners, and it's going to be more higher scoring, which America loves. You know that.
My question is, I wonder if the owners are concerned about I assume snack and beer sales will be going down.
Quite a few things will.
I wonder if it'll boost beer sales in a way, because you know how you can't buy beer after the 7th inning in a ballpark?
Oh, yeah.
People buy 5 beers in the 5th inning so they can have some for the rest of the game.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see all these stats, but in the meantime, I guess we could segue to the sports desk. But before we do that,
that'd be really nice.
Before we do that, I am going through some emails.
I
this
have an
morning.
email.
I thought he was going to say, "I'm going through some trouble."
I've got
I have an email for you. I must read now. The timing's right.
All right.
Greetings, Tom and the gang. Anyway, here's a fun fact from Neely. He says, my hometown of Ole, Illinois, is famous for its albino squirrels, as well as the laws and fines related to them. For example, they have right-of-way on our city streets, and it's $750 if you run over one.
Man, a lot of times
I love this place.
Also, be unavoidable.
To help the population, our leash laws for dogs also includes cats. And he signs it with, thought you'd get a kick out of that.
Yeah, a cat on a leash.
Good luck getting that to
good luck
happen.
with that. Yeah, well, I'm a big fan of squirrels. They're fun. Now, we have a letter from, let's see, I'm not supposed to say his name. We'll just call him Mr. R. Works at a maximum security prison.
Is that right?
In Ohio. One of the inmates asked him if I'd ever heard the Bob and Tom song called Prisoner of Love. I told him, unfortunately, I had. He apparently, a number of the inmates at the Toledo Correctional Institution like to listen to the show. Good morning, sirs.
Yes.
Thanks for listening. Apparently, there are certain things we can no longer play on the radio. I don't know. I guess the people in Congress don't have HBO. Not really aware of contemporary culture. I take a phone, and within 30 seconds, you can have hardcore porn. But
Prisoner of Love can't be one of those things.
Apparently, there's an issue now. So I've asked Dean to prepare an edit of the song. This is the less than 30 seconds version of this Bob and Tom Show classic.
Prison bitch. Prison bitch. I guess that you were sent from up above. Yeah. Prison bitch. Prison bitch. And now you are my prisoner of love. I'm your prison bitch.
You get the idea there. One of the classics. We're sorry we can't play the whole thing until further notice. We'll try to let you know how that goes.
I'd like to see some documentation on that. I don't understand why we can't play that.
It's so fun. It's overproduced. It's great.
That is my specialty, yeah. You ever heard this song?
I need no shackles to remind me.
Why are we playing Perry Como?
Yeah, it sounds like what a butler
I'm just a prisoner of love.
Perry Como, I need no shackles. I'm a prisoner of... That's much different. That doesn't really have implied sodomy.
Right.
Isn't his name in Spanish like Perry what? Isn't Como like... What?
Como?
What?
Yeah. Como se llama? Como se dice?
Pedro what?
What?
What's your last name? What? Como say what?
I love you, Pedro. What? Como says what? Pat, we do keep getting requests.
I'm unprepared. My door was locked.
You leave that man alone. He needs to prepare.
Don't ask me for nothing.
There's nothing better than when someone says they're unprepared. I just love that.
What were you talking about?
Especially Dan Aykroyd in Soulfinger. What's the name of it? Spies Like Us, when he's in the basement. Well, your big test to be a new agent comes up tomorrow. I can't take that. I'm not prepared.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, that guy. I love that.
A request for your character, Johnny.
Johnny Loud One?
Johnny Loud One.
Johnny Loud One.
Actually, Pat Godwin is the character. Johnny Loud One is who that man it really is.
Okay.
What about Johnny Angel? A little something there.
Johnny Angel.
Johnny Loud One. Isn't that Shelley Fabaret or something?
Yeah.
Could be.
Am I just making words?
Yeah. We promised we would visit the sports page if we found anything over there of interest.
Hey, Josh. I don't know how I got this email, but I did.
All right.
This is from Paul. I will not give his last name because it's okay.
Hi, Paul.
It's Soulfinger by the Barkays.
That's right.
They must be having trouble getting gigs.
They're in the middle of the desert.
They're by the nuclear warhead. Hey, Josh, look what they're serving at Busch Stadium this year, home of the Cardinals games. It's called the 314 Chicken Sandwich.
Okay.
From Shaq's Restaurant, Big Chicken.
Wow.
It's Nashville hot chicken with a maple bacon donut.
Oh, my goodness.
The donut, of course, is from Vincent Van Donuts.
Why not Vincent Van Doe's?
Yeah, wouldn't it be Vincent Van Doe?
It says here Vincent Van Donuts. Well, maybe they as an under. The slogan is we use Vincent Van Doe.
Oh, could be.
I don't know. Let's not get caught up in this, okay?
That's so far the most interesting part of the letter, right?
And what else is on there? Does it say?
It's very tasty, he says, and
give it a shot when I'm there.
It's Shaquille O'Neal's restaurant. It's called Big Chicken.
All right.
Come on in and eat my big chicken. I'm just like you, only I'm 10 feet tall.
Okay. Police officers in Florida in sports today, they subdued an alligator that was walking near Raymond James Stadium where the Buccaneers play. Tampa police officers were called to a commercial part of town where the 9-foot-long gator just walking down the street. Not far from the home of the Buccaneers. Officers able to fashion a noose from a rope and lasso the reptile around the top of its mouth.
I like to think that when this alligator was walking, he looked up and there was like an old white woman and she crossed the street to walk on the other side. Oh, I see how it is. Yeah. All right.
Profiling.
Yeah.
Alligators. Okay.
Alligator profiling.
Whatever, ma'am.
I'm not a crocodile, dude. Relax.
I'm headed to work.
Learn to know the difference. Phil Walters, an alligator. The alligator's name's Phil Walters?
Keep reading.
Oh, sorry. Phil Walters, an alligator trapper. Aha! Contracted with the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission Nuisance Alligator Program. They were called in to assist. Walters told WFLA, FLA TV, that the officers did a great job. They had that thing taken care of for me. So there you go. But
He was assisting the alligator.
I've thought about it. In 2 or 3 years, I think it's federal law. I have to move to Florida, but I don't know if I'll go somewhere where they have a Wildlife Conservation Commission for the Nuisance Alligator Program. I don't want to live there.
Yeah, you do. You want them to help out.
Do I?
Yeah, they call it Gatorade. they
Oh, I see. I see.
All that way.
I thought we were having a discussion.
You know how they when the Bucks games are over, that's how they get the crowd out.
Alligators?
Alligators?
Yeah, release the gators. That'll get you moving. You're not gonna loiter. So that's a sweet story. Yeah, 9-foot alligator just walking down the street right by the stadium.
Yes, he was.
Because we built the stadium where the Gators live. It's their place. Remember that great video with the woman in the car going about the Sharks? It's their house. Do you remember that?
No.
If it was some viral internet video, no, I didn't see
it. It was the best. I'll dig it up for you.
No. I heard what it was about.
I think it's okay.
I appreciated your
here it is. Here it is. Oh, thank you. Dean just found it. Here we go. This is about people are getting bitten by sharks.
My spirit was troubled this morning. I had the news on. It was talking about somebody else and got ate up by a shark. I want you all to be mindful when you're vacationing. You're going to the beach. Do that. Go to the beach. Don't go to the ocean. Okay? The ocean is the shark's house. Okay? I'm not going to the ocean because that's the shark's house. Okay? The shark has the right to eat you up when you in his house. When chickens come in my house, guess what? They get ate. When pigs come in my house, they own the plate. So when you go in the shark's house, you're going to get ate up, okay? Let's use some common sense. If you go into the beach, go to the beach. You watch the ocean from a distance, okay? Please be safe. Safety first, okay? And stay out the woods, too. Don't go fooling around with the bears, either. The bears will eat you up. That's what they supposed to do, because you in their house. Can you imagine how excited the shark would be to see me laying up on a plate in his house? Lord Jesus. Oh, Lord, no. Whatever meat is on your bones, rejoice in it today. Hallelujah. I love you. And stay out them oceans. Jesus.
What a nice gal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a good sentiment.
So, the spring break, keep that in mind.
Responsible for the deaths of many sharks because instilling fear around.
Oh, really?
That's right.
I don't think that's what she's going for. I think she's just saying we need to treat people as who they are, you know?
No, she's a
we should
anti-shark
bathe you in the blood of 100 virgins and have you drag you behind a beautiful cigarette boat slowly.
At one point, did she say, "Don't go into the woods"?
Yes. Yeah. it's very fun. She's kind of talking on for a while,
and then she really,
and don't go in the woods too.
Yeah.
She almost lost the idea of the conversation until she found the woods.
Yeah. What's interesting about this alligator story about the stadium to me is this is a 9-foot gator right there in the heart of Tampa, and the cops had to deal with it. And by the time the alligator guy gets there, he said the cops did a great job. Being a cop is a rough gig. You got to deal with all kinds of nut jobs out there. Super dangerous. But I mean, really today? Hey, Muldoon, what'd you do this afternoon? Well, I had to subdue a 9-foot alligator. No thanks. We appreciate your hard work out there.
They have to take a gator class in Florida, right?
That's well, if you're part of this nuisance squad, for sure.
Yeah.
I think the trick is you've got to get a lasso around the nose, right? Or the snout.
If they run after you, run in a zigzag.
Yeah, they do whatever you can. Yes, I mean, if you do zigzag when you.
But if you miss it.
Well, you got one shot, don't you?
I would be quite concerned. Because aren't they pretty quick, those gators on the...
No.
For a little bit.
Bursts, I guess.
Oh, so you're saying you would take a zip tie and sneak up behind an alligator and shut its mouth.
That's the secret to alligators. They don't have very much strength opening their jaws. All their strength, that's where they make their money, clamping down.
Yeah, it's easy to say, but if there's a 9-foot gator, I just don't see a Chick McGee sneaking up behind it.
You don't know. I might be an undercover agent for the Nuisance Alligator Program Commission Squad. You don't know that.
Okay. I just want to say thanks to the officers for doing some extra work out there. Very much appreciated. Saved the life of a poodle, a cat, and an old lady.
All at the same time.
Yeah, okay. What else you got? Oh, wait a minute.
More sports coming up, including a guide for Willie Griswold.
Mm-hmm. Right now.
In betting.
Angie's List has become Angie, and we have a lot of homeowners in this room right now, and one of them is Josh, and Josh just recently was using Angie. Tell me more.
Absolutely, and I'll be using it from here on out because they made it so easy for me to get a home project done, and they can get your home projects done. Not just done, but done well, my friends. Angie is your personal home expert, having served 150 million consumers to date, with over 220,000 pros in their network. You are going to find who you need, that's for sure. I love Angie because Angie makes it easy to research, compare, and hire pros to ensure a job well done. As you guys know, I have a roofing project coming up. I went to Angie. Man, they've simplified finding help for home projects. In just a few taps on the Angie app or clicks on the website, you can have Angie tackle your home service project from start to finish, or you can research and connect with local pros for your specific project. And Angie can help you get a fair price for your project. They have projects that are priced up front, and they clearly lay out the cost before you buy, which is super helpful. There are no surprises or shocks when that project is done. Angie is my go-to for all types of projects. Angie can help with hundreds of projects from small repairs to major remodels. I just need a small roof repair. But if I needed a whole new roof, Angie is easily the place to go. Angie, my go-to for anything I need to get done around the house. Download the free Angie mobile app today or visit Angie.com. That's ANGI.com. Thank you, Angie.
Thank you, Joshy. Coming up in sports?
The Bills are building a new stadium with no roof, and Tom's upset.
We'll regret it. We'll be right back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Text us at 888-262-8661. More Bob and Tom next.
Hey, Bob and Tom, this is the Static Shack. This is a real recording studio. All this stuff is paid for, and this is basically where bands come in, record their tapes so that they can play their tapes on the radio and stuff. I could have had a recording studio. It's nice, too, but I got a boat instead. And my band's coming here. What?
Can I get some help, man?
Dusty, I'm the lead singer. I mean, I'm kind of busy, plus I'm taking my break now. If you need help, I'll get a girl to join the band. Basically, you have to have an audition couch in a studio. It's state law. That way anybody that comes in knows that they're trying out, knows it's going to be a fair chance. I'm basically auditioning backup singers right now. Just call my pager. Pretty sure we can make it happen. I swear to God we can. This is my favorite part of the recording studio. Not every band has this. We got Goldschlagers. Look at that, Goldschlagers. We got Funyuns, and we got Jaegers. It's the lead singer salad bar. I love Goldschlagers. Goldschlagers is basically the only liquor invented that looks like it has goldfish turds floating around. But the fact remains, that's 14 karat gold. But you drink all of this, you can crap a promise ring. Bob and Tom, this is called the Control Panel Console Operation Board. I probably know more about this stuff than anybody I know of. Me and Angel Skinner did it on here once. I swear to God we did. We had to stop, though, because her butt kept getting feedback.
Late night party at the pizza barn. Have no idea if you get this hard. $80 tab, try to split it 4 ways. That don't work when the drummer never pays. Scotty got the pizza boner, bought the beer. Then our waitress says, are we finished here? Let me put the tip in, cause you're so hot. Let me put the tip in. I swear to God, let me put the tip in. I love your hair. Let me put the tip in. It's only fair. I swear to God, I'm the best tipper. I lay it right here on the table to prove it. Long dark hair hanging down her back. Had asked for days causing a pork attack. So fire-ass hot, she should be on stage. A meat lover's dream, making minimum wage. Let me put the tip in. Come over here. Let me put the tip in. Get your beer. Let me put the tip in. I swear to God, let me put the tip in. Check out this one. Heck, that's only 10%, baby. Look, you want to see a little more? There's 20% right in your face. I swear to God, you have to accept my tip. It's state law. Now, when I know how to set the mood, baby, how about a guitar solo? No, not the whole thing, just the tip. Scotty Winkler! Let me put the tip in. I swear to God, let me put the tip in. Give me the nod. Let me put the tip in. Let's try your card. Let me put the tip in. Or the salad bar. Let me put the tip in, baby. You'll always come out ahead. I swear to God you will.
Before year's end, San Francisco would become the first U.S. city with 2 totally driverless services competing against Uber, Lyft, and traditional taxis. But the company still must navigate around potential roadblocks, including complaints about their vehicles making unexpected traffic clogging stops that threaten to inconvenience other travelers and imperil public safety. And that's a look at your news headlines. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey, Shooter, it's Kenny Tarmac. Hey, we just landed. I'm an ORD, just got in from TPA through ATL. And hey, guess what else just landed? The Bob and Tom app. I know. Now, thanks to the Bob and Tom app, even if I have to go all the way from Foxtrot 20 down to Alpha 4, I can still listen live, see their videos, find an affiliate station, use the alarm, and even send a message. This is Kenny Tarmac signing off and reminding you everything I touch turns to sold.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Jim Gaffigan joins us in the studio. Jim is a veteran comedian and actor, famous for a couple of oddball appearances on Sex and the City.
But I am an actor and a comedian, but I'll tell you guys, I wish I was a film director just in everyday life, so when someone was telling me a boring story, I could just go, and cut. I didn't finish. We got it. That's a wrap. And cut. When you think about it, that would come in handy. You come home late, your wife's like, where the hell were you? And cut. All right, let's try it again. This time you don't care where I was. In fact, you're happy to see me. Let's try a topless. Action.
Another actor who wants to direct.
We'll be using that one.
Bob and Tom 24/7. Not on air, online, all the time.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
When grandfather dies, life will be strange. When grandfather dies, my whole world will change. When grandfather dies, I'll scream and I'll yell, 'cause I'll be rich as hell.
And then I figured I didn't need to write anymore.
Are the stars out tonight? I don't care if it's cloudy or bright, 'cause I'm blind.
Jeez.
It's Donnie Baker.
Hey, Donnie.
Hey, I heard you guys talking about that man with 13 inches of pork.
Yeah, 13 and a half.
Crazy. You guys know Jamie Vickers? You know, drummer for Velvet Donger?
No.
He was uncut, too, and he could hide just about anything.
Really? Did that affect the taste, Donnie?
Thanks for listening to Bob and Tom.
Coming up.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee in Arizona. There's Jessica Alsman at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
He might be ready now. He might be prepared. We'll see.
I've got a special request for Pat.
There's Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Pat, this is an unusual request for your very fine impression of Frank Sinatra.
Thank you.
But to set this up, we need a news story about a bird, and I think I found one.
I love birds.
It may be dumb.
You could just say Frank Sinatra loves birds.
Yeah, I could.
Yeah, you could.
But it's a long show, Josh.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize we were Patty. Go ahead.
We're Patty.
The Wolverhampton police apprehended a giant bird on top of their police car.
Oh.
The brightly colored bird resting atop the cruiser's blue lights. They got the bird. They're taking good care of him, and they have gone to local authorities trying to find the pet's owner.
Oh.
So, but it's just described as an exotic African bird.
But it was a big one, huh?
Yeah, so it's probably left an exotic African bird turd on the beautiful police car. Again, I salute all you police officers. It's hard enough being a cop, let alone having giant birds crapping on your car and having to go capture alligators when you're in Tampa. But Frank Sinatra,
yes.
Frank, it's great to see you.
Great to see you, too, Tom.
We have a special request for a little bit of one of your tunes, if you will.
Thank you, Quincy. I've had birds, and I'm going to tell you a story about it.
Okay, good.
Sit down and enjoy it. Regrets. I've had a few. And a cockatoo who needed attention. You know that, Josh. I put them in a doobie zoo. But they didn't like that form of detention. They want to live a life that's full and crap on cars on the highway. So I opened up their cages and
and let them fly away.
Oh, thank you, Frank.
Very nice, Frank.
We're gonna go pass out now from that note.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, that special request comes to us from Ron, who has Frank Sinatra's birthday. He shares it with Frank. Isn't that nice?
Poor Frank didn't hit that first word.
Yeah. Got another letter. How about this one? I'm a longtime listener of the show. I tried Willie's idea of the spaghetti taco.
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to give Willie some advice. Get a slice of bread, put butter on it, and then place the spaghetti inside of the bread to form a bread taco.
That seems really mundane.
Willie, what did you use?
I've used a tortilla in the past.
Absolutely.
Put a little Parmesan on there and then
There you
toast
go.
it up a little bit.
Gotcha.
That's a great way to do it. It is. I mean, it's very carb heavy, starch heavy, but if that's what you want, there's nothing better.
If I'm not eating 2 starches, I'm not having dinner.
No, we were talking earlier. We had this great letter from Mike in Wisconsin about the. I just love this thing that they do their retro beer tailgating before a Packer
You
game.
have really become a lover of this.
And he wouldn't go if you were paid $500,000.
No.
Wait a minute now.
Oh,
wait a minute. How much we get?
I just built a new house. I could use that money. I can't keep up with where pot is legal now. If this were a category on Jeopardy, is it like 24 states in D.C. now or something?
I don't know. It's different everywhere. It's like recreational and medical in different places.
there must be an app.
Mhm.
I'm sure there is, yeah.
There's weed maps. You can use that, and that shows you where dispensaries are.
There
close
you
to
go.
Mhm.
There's a weed app?
Oh, come on. Yeah, there must be at least a
there's
few.
plenty.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
See, what are the... Okay, here we go. Okay. Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, District, Florida.
Is this where it's legal?
This is where it's legal. Georgia.
I've been everywhere, man.
Georgia's...
Yeah, it does sound like the Johnny Cash tune, Willie.
Georgia, CBD oil only. Hawaii, Illinois, Louisiana, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, Mississippi, Missouri, Montana, Nevada, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New Mexico. Oh, we are
That's
so
right,
high.
Missouri. They're popping up all over Lake of the Ozarks now, right?
North Dakota, Ohio, Oklahoma, Oregon, as Tom would say, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, South Dakota, Tennessee and Texas, CBD oil, Utah, Vermont, Virginia, Washington, West Virginia.
That's where it's legal.
Where they're legal. So how many was that? You counted that, John.
Yeah, it was,
you don't have to go over
54.
the whole list again.
56.
Oh, sorry. I was too off?
It's very good, though.
We returned to the sports desk with Chick McGee. Did you have this?
I have this for my boy, Willie Griswold.
What's up, man?
Exciting NCAA tournament, Willie.
Love it.
Damn right it was. Final four, number 9, FAU. Number 5, San Diego State. Number 5, Miami. Number 4, UConn. However, there's a guy named Matty. This was his plan. He bet $100 on the underdog in every March Madness game.
Yeah.
Despite going 0 for 3 in the final 3 games of the tournament, he still came out $1,900 ahead on his bets.
Yeah, because you have better odds.
Across all 67 games, he had 24 wins and 43 losses, but obviously the 24 wins with the underdogs paid off bigger than the 43 losses. You heard me, Tom.
That's cool.
Princeton and FAU were obviously huge for him. Princeton was plus 745 to win.
So he just took the money lines then. He didn't take the points.
That's
That's
exactly
what you do.
Genius.
That's what you do.
Genius.
He was one shot away from FAU hitting over San Diego. That would have been a big payout.
Yeah, man.
So there you go, Willie.
That,
ask Dad if he could give you $1 million next year.
No, dude, I'm chilling right now. I'm up right now because
Are
I
you
took
up?
Chick McGee's advice and I bet on UConn, buddy.
Did you hear that, Tom?
Yeah, he took the Chickster.
I might know what I'm doing over here.
Well, I think
odds are, though,
I was very nice by ignoring your other shoe-in picks for the NCAA tournament.
What are you talking about?
It was pretty much a nonstop disaster until the final
I got a couple others.
I don't think so.
You got 2 or 3 up top. You lost Purdue, but everyone lost Purdue. No one saw that coming.
Right.
Oh, Zach Edey named Player of the Year. Okay.
Okay, well, coming up, we have more sports. We have a Joey Chestnut news. We have a weird story about swimming with handcuffs on.
Hey, Josh.
That
On
sounds dangerous.
purpose.
Hey, Josh, if you have a nut on your chest, what do they call it?
A chestnut.
You have a nut on a wall. What
A walnut.
What are you taking the jokes that Ace rejected? When we come
you got
back,
a nut on your chin. What do you have?
Also, we have.
What do I have?
We have the word vagina and the word hairspray in the same sentence.
Ooh.
What? Unfortunately, the word matches isn't in that sentence. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we're not too much to look at, you can also watch the show on our YouTube channel.
Yeah, how about this, Bob? Red or black? That would split it up. Black. It's a black card. Okay. Chick, would this be a club or a spade?
Club.
Club. See, look at this. See, we're narrowing it down. Now we're down to 13. Would you say a high card or a low card?
High.
High club. That'd be like 7 and up. All right, Tom.
Yes.
If it's a high club, it's a 7, 8, 9, 10, Jack, Queen, or King.
Jack.
It's the Jack of clubs.
Oh,
You'd
Jack.
say this is pretty fairly chosen.
Now,
yeah?
you're not touching the cards.
I'm not touching it's been there the whole time.
The cards are sitting in a little box.
Jack of clubs.
Jack of clubs.
So when we drove in today, I was sitting in the car and I took one card out of the deck.
Right.
And I'll do this really, really slow. You can kind of let them know.
Justin is holding all of the
You'll
cards.
see one card in the deck is turned the opposite direction from all the rest.
Yeah.
One
Are you
card.
kidding me?
And that one card is...
The Jack. No way.
Get a card. Get this guy out of here.
Weird, right?
Hey, we're a witch. Hey, wait a minute. Where are my car keys?
Hey, can you fix Justin? We need a magician. Can you fix Chick's computer?
Oh my gosh, you're just in time, Justin.
It only plays Steve Miller. Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Weird, right?
Yeah.
We have to
Bob and Tom.
5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
They put the F in professional.
Hey, the Bob and Tom Show app is available and free to download on the iTunes and Google Play Store. If you've already got that Bob and Tom Show app, maybe you know someone who'd like it. You should tell them it's free and they can listen to their local station. Listen to us here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Check out Bob and Tom's free podcasts through the app. Even set an alarm that'll wake you up with the Bob and Tom Show each and every morning so you never have to miss a moment. That's right. It's the Bob and Tom Show app. Check it out today. And again, it is free. And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Last night in the NBA, Joel Embiid strengthened his MVP bid with 52 points, 13 rebounds, and the NBA scoring leader carried the Philadelphia 76ers to a 103-101 win over the Celtics in Philly. Also winning last night in the NBA, Toronto, Milwaukee, Cleveland, Miami, Minnesota, Memphis, Houston, Sacramento, Atlanta, Phoenix, and Golden State. And LeBron James continues to march toward the playoffs. The Lakers win in overtime, beating Utah 135-133. NHL last night, Detroit, Toronto, New Jersey, Florida, St. Louis, Chicago, Seattle, and Edmonton all win in regulation. And Carolina, Nashville, and Colorado win in overtime. And Major League Baseball yesterday in interleague action, Miami over Minnesota, Pittsburgh beat Boston, Philly beat the Yankees, and Tampa Bay over Washington. In the American League, Toronto, Baltimore, Detroit, Seattle, and Oakland all win. And in the National League, Arizona, the Cubs, Milwaukee, Atlanta, and the Dodgers all win. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
It's time again for 3 Questions With.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Phil Mondor, and welcome to America's most concise interview show, 3 Questions With, the exciting, fast-paced interview show where we ask 3 pertinent questions to today's biggest newsmakers. My guest today is presidential hopeful Ralph Nader. Welcome to the show, Mr. Nader. I see that you're sitting and ready to go forward with the interview. Are you comfortable, sir?
Yes. Thank you, Phil.
didn't have any problems finding the studio, did you?
No problems at all, Phil.
Good. So, are you ready to begin?
Yes.
Thanks for being here.
This has been 3 Questions With. Join us next week for 3 Questions with Osama Bin Laden. That's it. 3 questions.
Hey, guy, it's Kid Tarmac. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Take that to the bank. 24/7. I know.
Jeff Caldwell is our guest. Jeff is a veteran stand-up comedian and a good friend of this show. Jeff featured on the David Letterman show not too long ago. You are living in Hoboken still.
That is correct. Yes, that is right. And, this housing market implosion, I've never felt so smart being a lifelong renter. Really looking a lot better.
I'll show you.
I get so tired of you house people, you're flushing your money down the toilet every month. You're flushing it. Yeah. And when I break the toilet with the money, the landlord fixes it.
That's right.
He does say, why don't you just hand me a check on the first? But that's not the point.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
I said, let's just get a puppy and work our way up the evolutionary ladder.
Sure.
Great dog. Half lab, half pit bull, which means it'll run through water to bite you.
That's a good dog.
People say, why did you get a pit bull? Well, if you live in an urban area and you go to the shelter, they're pretty much all part pit bull. Many of the cats are part pit bull at the urban shelter. It's a tough bunch of nuts over there.
Oh, yeah.
Jeff, you were saying that you have a dog, 2 of them actually now.
A lab pit and then a beagle pit, which all the energy of the hunting dog with the crushing power of the dinosaur. Huge mistake.
The big bark and the big bite.
Eyebrow dandruff. That's disgusting. Is that a thing?
I'm not proud of it.
Why would you bring that up on the air?
I didn't. It was Christy did. It was said in confidence off the air.
Yeah.
Don't ever say eyebrow dandruff in front of a potential lover.
No. Hey, look, ladies. If I'm on top, you might get sprinkled on.
Well,
let it snow.
If you're on top, I'll just let everybody else finish that.
Oh, I see. If you're on top, you got about 8 seconds to live. Is that it?
I wouldn't say 8.
If you're on top, Godspeed to your ribs, ladies. Is that what we're getting at?
Hi, man. This is Donnie Biker.
.com.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee on vacation. That's Jess Alsman at the news desk.
Hi.
Here's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
He did a very mediocre song just moments ago.
Flubbed an easy grounder there.
He bucked that. There's Josh Arnold, the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Coffee is warm and robust this morning. It's good stuff.
There's Ace Cosby.
The water is cold.
There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. Coming up, we've got some really cool stuff in the news, especially if you're a Coke or Pepsi drinker. Fellas, interesting science about Coke and Pepsi that may make you happy.
They make your wiener bigger?
Maybe kind of, sort of.
Okay.
Wait till you hear this one.
Boy, that would be an advertising. If the fellas found out.
Things go bigger with Coke.
Yeah, I'll have another cup. Yeah.
The Pepsi generation hung like donkeys. That's not exactly the story, but we'll get to it. It does involve your testicles.
Okay.
Speaking of that, a man with testicles big enough to broadcast.
Oh.
It's Chick McGee.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever sat on them accidentally? That has not happened to me yet. But once again, I told you, I'll stack my testicles up against any guys. You know that.
I have no doubt.
And when you stack them up against the guy, is it with his permission?
Mine are. I don't have the sagging thing. I have the testicles of a 19-year-old boy. You know that.
Good for you.
Maybe we should not use the word boy.
And speaking of young boys, out of the mouth of babes, yesterday during the show, was it yesterday or the day before? Willie Griswold came up with the fabulous term brine time.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Love it.
For
Monday morning. I wrote it down in my journal.
Pickleball coverage is going to be brine time on this show, and we've got a couple of intros if you'd like to hear them.
Oh, all right.
Let's all enjoy these, shall we? And you people out there listening, use your speakers at home and are in your car. Okay, here we go. It's brine time.
Yeah.
Okay,
the extended outro.
Okay, once again, that is number 1.
Okay.
It's brine time.
The idea being that you would then start speaking and the music sort of.
Is that from Hair? What is that?
No, that's Time of the Season by the
Time of the
Zombies.
Season, the Zombies.
Oh, okay. What's your name? Who's your daddy? Okay, that.
But this one might be the one. That's right. It's brine time.
Brine time.
Oh, Chambers Brothers.
Brine time, baby.
Brine time.
Brine time.
Brine time.
Let's go, man.
I think that is one of the original stoner classics.
Time.
The time has come today by the Chambers Brothers.
Song's awesome.
I think.
Was it big with stoners?
I think that was the whole deal. You'd put the record on and you just sit there and sort of veg for a while.
So if you hear everything like that when you're high, what do you hear because they start to slow down? What do you hear then?
Oh, it does really slow.
And that's where the stoner goes, hey, man. Wow.
Time. So you like this one. That's right. It's brine time. Brine time.
I think you got to get right to the up-tempo.
Brine time. Brine time.
Brine time.
I do like the woohoo.
So do you indeed have a brine time update in the world of pickleball?
Boy, that'd be good, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that'd be good. Just kind of hold.
You know what? We will, though.
Oh, we will. Many.
You never know when it's time for brine time.
That's right. It's brine time.
Brine time. Brine time, baby.
Brine time, baby. Brine time.
Brine time.
And that's without no pickleball coverage.
Yeah.
How much fun are we having? Come on.
Who was the person that had the nickname Prime Time?
Deion
Sanders,
Yeah,
coach of the CU Buffs.
Oh, they're Brian.
And I remember him saying he likes prime time, but he doesn't like neon. He used to be Neon Dion. He didn't like that anymore.
Okay. Primetime is cool nickname.
It's a great nickname.
Now you're coach of your college football team.
Could you imagine someone celebrating too much on that football team and then Deion Sanders has to tell you to take it down a notch?
That would be something. Really, Coach? Would you care to see you turning your back and holding the back of your head, prancing into the end zone? Would you care to see that?
I saw an article yesterday about the assistant coach of UConn. Did you see who that was? Bill Murray's son.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah.
No kidding.
So he was there.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Bill Murray was all over the tournament.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Said he's very proud of him.
You should be. It's great.
Absolutely.
Proud father.
Yeah.
That's right. You know, Danny Hurley's brother is Bobby Hurley. Did you know that?
Who's Bobby Hurley?
He's a Duke guard. He's the all-world, possibly the greatest point guard in the history of college basketball.
Oh, okay. I don't follow very much, so thank you for teaching me.
Bobby Hurley.
Okay. Does he have his own song?
Hurley?
Yeah, exactly. The Hurley-Gurley man.
Thank you, Ace. Sometimes you do a slow pitch.
That crap 60s music that you like.
Reference.
It's Donovan and the Chambers Brothers. What a morning.
Yeah.
Both
yeah,
closing in on 60 years old.
You know something? I think
and the Zombies.
Really underrated, Donovan.
No, he's rated.
I think Donovan is better.
Some great stuff. Yeah,
he's rated
3,
just
4.
exactly where he should be.
Really?
Season of the Witch is pretty cool.
It's awesome.
Got some great stuff. Okay, I'm sorry. Back to sports, possibly.
I don't know.
Really?
I don't know if I'm prepared.
Take the temperature.
Oh, I know you're not.
There's never stopped me before.
Not a matter of not knowing.
Here we go. Tom's upset about this. Here we go. Buffalo Bills, one step closer to breaking ground on their new stadium. The Erie County Legislature has 30 days to review the documents and ratify the agreement. The county's approval would clear the way for construction of the $1.5 billion, 60,000-seat facility. It'll be built across the street from the Bills' current stadium in Orchard Park. Well, the majority of the construction on the open-air stadium expected to be completed in time for the 26th season.
Well, that's why they're doing it across the street, so they can continue to play where they play now, and then...
Well, how good are these guys? I say we tear it down.
$1.5 billion, you would have done in 2 months.
Yeah. They tear it down at the end of the season, and it's done by the beginning of the next season.
They got a ribbon cutting. What do they call it when they get the gold shovels?
Cutting a ribbon?
No,
like breaking ground?
Yeah, the groundbreaking, yeah.
Groundbreaking.
Who do you bring one of their most famous players, like, I don't know, OJ out?
Yeah, why not? Well, he could do the ribbon cutting.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, he'd have the knife with him.
You know, I know the Bills do those reunion shows, for lack of a better term, get everybody together. I don't think OJ's been invited. I'm almost certain of it.
He should just show up.
You got your Andre Reed, you got your Jim Kelly, you got
the black
Thomas.
jumpsuit.
You got,
well, I'm here. Oh, it's cold out. Anybody got any gloves?
Has his number been retired?
I'm almost certain it is not.
Okay, so they don't have. Do they have like a Ring of Honor?
I don't know if Bill. I don't think he's in the Ring of Honor either. I think he was. Did they take him out of the Ring of Honor? Do we know this?
Can you take them out?
I can double check. Sure, they can take him out. They can take away anything.
Is he in Canton?
Absolutely.
Shouldn't there be a museum for the
really
felons?
The failed, yeah.
Felons in sports.
Where's the OJ exhibit? Oh, it's over in the Cosby wing.
I see.
Yeah, like open to everybody.
Yes,
who's
I see.
like
It's
really
not just
messed
sports.
up.
Yeah, you're going to pass the Hernandez section on the way. Real good time.
Yeah,
Celebrity failures.
Right, one-time heroes.
One-time heroes is better. Yeah,
I like that. Well, they've got that right now. The Museum of Failure. Remember this?
That's right.
Is happening in. I think it's in New York. It was online, and now there's an actual. It's got exhibits of failed products like what Crystal Pepsi, New
Lawn
Coke.
darts.
What was it?
Lawn darts.
Well, that's right. No. That was not a failed product. That's an amazing product. It was a dangerous product.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think it was failed.
It did exactly what
it
you
made
thought
money.
The jerks.
It brought excitement to the game of horseshoes. I'm telling you.
Have you ever seen the X-ray of the skull with the jart through it?
You know, those of us who are jart apologists, I don't believe that that's real.
No, pictures can be doctored.
I can make it look like I have a toy car in my anus.
You sure can. By the way, he does actually.
By putting a toy car in my anus.
Is the new Bills Stadium? Does it have a corporate sponsor yet?
I don't think so, Tom. You want to ask me more questions I don't know the answer to?
I enjoy doing that.
I know you do.
You'll like it, Willie, because they'll, of course, have the buffalo wing for...
Naturally, yeah.
Yeah, because the Anchor Bar, that's where the buffalo wings were first invented. You got to have a wing there.
I don't have a dog in the fight of where they were actually first invented, but the Anchor Bar, as Willie know, quite tasty.
Yeah, Josh took me there. It was tremendous.
The Anchor Bar.
I don't think he heard that I didn't really have.
It is fun. I posted a picture of it. I have friends from Buffalo going.
But you do it and you walk away from it and you smile at your accomplishment. You don't mention it at every single turn. That where the buffalo wing was created was in the Anchor Bar.
Yeah, you ask anybody from Buffalo, they go, there are 10 other places that you should have gone.
And probably a million times better than the Anchor Bar.
Who's to say? They've got a fine product. That's all I know.
Actually, I think Anchor Bar, it's going to be Anchor Bar Stadium. The new Buffalo Bills Stadium. There you go.
I doubt it.
You don't know.
Coming up, there's a tie-in here involving buffalo wings, although it involves the city of Detroit.
Tom, what do you go for, the flats or the drummies? With the buffalo wings, what do you prefer?
I like them both.
You do?
What's a flat?
Don't you like
the wing part?
Oh.
Do you like to put them in your mouth and do that thing?
That's the only
No, but I like when you do it.
Yeah.
Put
You know what I'm
them
talking
in your
about?
mouth and break the flat one apart and then suck all the meat off.
You kind of pull the bone out.
Oh, yeah.
Get it, make that slurping.
Cannot eat the meat with a bone. I have to get the boneless. I'm not girl. I know, they're nuggies, and they're delightful.
Don't like the bone.
You're a child.
But coming up, we have the Detroit Pistons.
Okay, it's not Detroit.
Well, the way he said it like that for a reason.
The Detroit Pistons, former champs of basketball, and our friend Joey Chestnut.
So many souvenirs.
Speaking of,
Call them all. Piston shoes. Pissed out the window.
I'll piss in my bed.
Those are not the
I got
lyrics.
a piss in bed. Sorry,
We're
my
talking
fault.
about,
Totally my
Piston
fault.
Shorts coming up. The Detroit Pistons. Right now, I want to talk about HelloFresh because maybe your tongue has been calling you up, going, "Hi, these are your taste buds. Could we possibly get something better to eat?"
They want food they can slurp. Don't they?
Your taste buds yell bored, don't they, Josh?
Bored.
That's
it.
right. That's a taste bud.
That's where HelloFresh comes in. First of all, they do the grocery shopping for you. Well, that's nice. They send you fresh ingredients. That's really nice. And they've done all the measuring. Thank you. And they give you the recipe cards. All you do is put them together. And right now you can save a staggering and a wonderful 50%. That's right, a 50% savings for this great offer from HelloFresh at HelloFresh.com/BT Show 50. In honor of the 50% savings. By the way, what do they have at HelloFresh? Well, they've got 40 new recipes each week. From over here, where you've got your vegan stuff, and over here, you've got your comfort food, and everything in between. You can swap proteins, et cetera, et cetera. They make it easy for you. Willie, what's the latest you got over there?
Check out the barbecue pulled chicken tacos with creamy slaw and red onion. HelloFresh sends you 8 ingredients, including cilantro. No idea where to find that in the grocery store. You put these together in 4 easy steps. In 15 minutes, you have this delicious taco dish you made at home with HelloFresh.
A huge variety. Get the details. Look it over. Spend a few minutes at HelloFresh.com. Don't forget that code, BT Show 50. HelloFresh.com/BT Show 50 to save 50%. That first box ships for free. Chef crafted. You're going to love this stuff. And once again, your taste buds are going to go, thank you. We needed a break. Something great. That's BT Show 50. HelloFresh.com/BT Show 50. A lot of fun to do with the kids. That's what I like to do. Josh, of course, for date night. That's right. Oh, we're going to make some great food, baby.
Other single people in here.
HelloFresh.com/BT Show 50. Coming up, Coke or Pepsi or both. And how does that relate to your testicles, fellas? Sorry, ladies. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hello, this is comedian John Evans, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Thanks so much for tuning in to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. I'm Mark Allison. It is April 5th.
Ow. Oh, back.
Oh, hey, Josh. What's wrong?
My back is sore, my legs.
What's in your shoe?
Nothing. I mean, here, look, nothing.
Joshua, you have to have proper support. Orange insoles.
Orange insoles, you say?
Yeah, look.
Yeah, I see them.
Look at this. They're great.
Yeah. Orange insoles. I'll give them a shot.
Great. See you later, buddy.
Give it a... Yippee! I can mow and dance while I do it. Ha! No more pain. Thank you, orange insoles.
Josh, did you get orange insoles?
Jessica, I sure did. Thanks to orange insoles, I feel great.
Terrific. See you later.
Orange insoles. Feel better, do more.
Viewed. Alan, Mickey Guyton, and Orville Peck are talent scouts on a new series called My Kind of Country. It features country musicians, not just from the U.S., but Mexico, India, and South Africa. Alan says Guyton, Peck, and he all defy the stereotypes of what a country musician is. My Kind of Country streaming now on Apple TV+. And that's a look at your entertainment news headlines. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
If you want to turn your daddy parts orange, eat some Cheetos and watch some porn.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
You know us. We're Amish Bell. No poles, no wires, no phones, no nonsense, no shiny objects. That's Amish Bell. And now, new from Amish Bell, call waiting.
Hello, Graber. How's the farm? Good, Carl. Good to see you. Oh, wait a minute, Carl. I see Fritz is here waiting to talk with me. Okay, Graber. I'll just stand here and wait. Hi, Fritz. I'm talking to Carl right now. Can you wait for a moment?
Yeah, fine, Graber. I'll just stand here.
Okay, Carl. Now, where were we?
Call waiting. Another new world convenience from the old world minds at Amish Bell. Remember, we take Visa, quilts, and cheese. Amish Bell, leading you into the 19th century.
Essential morning radio. All day and all night.
Really? No, seriously. Really?
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Kiwi Rogers is our guest. Kiwi, having just met you, I can guess you're obviously an athlete.
Yeah, I work out a little bit. They have the whole thing where you pump weights and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You got to have that cardiovascular, man.
Mm-hmm.
I was playing basketball the other day. They made me guard the worst dude on the other teams. It was a fat dude wearing thongs. Standing on the court smoking a cigarette. You know I was in bad shape.
And you couldn't keep up with him.
I couldn't keep up with him. I got involved with that aerobics. Don't like aerobics, man. That's too much like sex.
It is.
Aerobics?
Yeah, you sweat, muscles hurt, and then you got a woman up there telling you you're not doing it right.
Where are you from, buddy?
Patterson, from Patterson, New Jersey.
Oh, sure. That's famous.
Yeah, you know, small.
Sure.
Thugged out town. You know, it's tiny. So small, we used to get robbed by people we knew.
That's small.
People like, stick them up. I'm like, Andre? I'm going to tell your mother, man. By the way, how is Aunt Carol? How's she doing? I'll come over for dinner.
Hey, it's Roy Wood Jr. You're listening.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee on vacation. That's Jessica Alsman at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwood.
Hey, chick.
He's in the performance room. Donuts are up, guys. Ooh. We got donuts. And I'm hearing Willie has donuts in his trunk of his car.
From last week.
I do.
Are they from last week?
Yeah, I got them for my grandma's birthday last Wednesday.
Did you hear who said they're from last week?
Ace did.
Yeah. They still are great, I bet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's Josh Arnold. Hi. You like week-old donuts, don't you?
I don't know that I've had... I don't know that I've had a week-old donut, chick.
Okay.
A week-old donut. No.
What? There's Ace Cosby.
I'm not waiting for to tell you. I bet you haven't had a half-an-hour-old donut. As soon as they're off the conveyor belt, right into your gullet.
What's the worst you've ever burned your mouth?
Crab Rangoon. I was about 11 years old.
Wow. You still remember it?
Yeah. Oh, it was like 3 days of agony.
3 days?
I probably should have seen somebody.
Jesus.
In the restaurant, buffet, or takeout?
Yep. At Mei Fong's. It was our favorite, my grandparents' favorite Chinese restaurant. We would go.
Mei Fong.
And,
more like Mei Burn.
And they were like regulars there. And so the cook, the Mei Fong and her husband, who owned the restaurant, they would come out.
Jackie Fong?
I don't know his name, unfortunately, but they would come out and they would, it's good to see you. And they would give appetizers for free because they were like regulars or whatever.
And so it was,
well done when the owners came out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was
right out of they had like those silver dishes where, it's kind of on a stand.
Yeah.
They took off the
Silver
lid.
dishes.
I just grabbed a crab rangoon and popped it right in my mouth, and that cream cheese. I mean, it was molten.
Chinese food, they have the best ways to keep stuff hot. The takeout is the best because they put cardboard at the base so everything stays organized. And then in the restaurant, those little, like, what are those called? The dim sum? Like the little containers with the top to it?
Yeah, they're great, aren't they?
Man, they're awesome.
well, we'll
How about
find.
you?
I probably lasagna.
Oh, yeah, easy to do.
Yeah, something it comes out of the oven and you just can't wait. And
well, I was dating this really hot chick.
Yeah?
And I burned my mouth on her.
Oh, that's bad.
She was hot.
Oh, I bet, yeah.
I don't know. I want to be more of a man.
I like that guy.
Possible.
Now, we were talking about the Buffalo Stadium, which led to a discussion of the Buffalo Wings.
And the anchor bar, the first wings ever made.
Okay, we get it. You're not happy with that. It doesn't really matter the origin story. Buffalo wings are a delight. And don't they? Isn't this causing problems in the chicken world?
How so? They're running out, right?
Yeah, don't they have more wings than, or they got more other body parts because they're just focusing on the wings so much?
I don't know.
So they got all these chickens with no wings running around.
They just take the wings.
You know.
Gosh.
Sorry. But we do have chicken wings in the news elsewhere, do we not?
Is that your cue for me to find the
I only
chicken
gave
wing
it to you 8 minutes ago, yes.
Boy, you really do need to get the YouTube video. During a visit with the Detroit Pistons, Joey Chestnut devoured 38 wings in a little over 3 minutes, Willie.
Wow.
Anywhere
Good on him.
anywhere near your numbers.
I can't hang with the kid. Chestnut's got this down, man.
According to reports, Chestnut, part of the halftime entertainment, Pistons hosted the Heat. Prior to the game, Pistons players are guessing how many wings the competitive eater could eat in 3 minutes and 13 seconds. A nod to the Detroit area code in the 313. Chestnut managed to house. That's a saying for eating a lot. I housed that thing.
Oh, I like it.
38 in that time.
Gave it a home.
I've never heard that term.
Housed. He housed it, yeah.
You housed it?
Sure. Willie, help him. Yeah.
Like you're a house and you're letting it in to your
right.
as a guest.
I went and housed a hot dog?
Yeah, you did, man. You housed that.
You remember your body's a temple, a house?
Okay, is it housed or housed?
Either one.
Housed is, yes, that's how you would say. But
it is really
I mean,
hard.
he was doing, yeah.
I mean, if you're going to...
In the coming years, it's only going to get more difficult to talk to you. You know that.
My book, Proper Grammar While Using Slang.
Just because you're talking slang doesn't mean you can't be grammatically correct.
Congratulations to friend of the show, Joey Chestnut. And
have you seen his pistachios commercials?
No.
They're fun, yeah. He's eating a bunch of them.
Oh, cool. I understand it was slowed down a little bit because they made him drink Flint water to accompany.
A lot of comedy there.
I'm sorry.
What
it's
did
my
Flint
fault.
do to you? And that's even in Michigan, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Close to Saginaw. Right?
Hey, the home of Grand Funk Railroad, my friends.
Voted the worst American band in the history of the world.
Great band.
Look it up.
We are the worst American band.
We are the worst American band. If it hadn't been for Todd Rundgren, we would have had a hit.
I'm your captain. Come on.
Love that.
They had lots of hits before
The
Todd.
only thing I just thought, that locomotion thing, I can't do.
Bad time.
What's my rule? If I can sing like the band, they're not very good. Okay.
No, that's a dumb rule.
You can nail Mark Farner.
So where did this happen again? In what part of Michigan?
Detroit.
Detroit. Was it at a Pistons game?
Could have been.
Look, Tim Cavanaugh's got a song.
What?
The Detroit Pistons, former champs of basketball. I have so many souvenirs, it's hard to list them all. I have piston pants. I have piston shorts. I have piston beer mugs. Sometimes people don't even notice. I have piston ashtrays. I have piston shoes. I have piston basketballs. When I dribble, they do too.
Little Timmy Cavanaugh, that great tribute to the Detroit Pistons. And I have piston shorts. Josh?
True
I understand
classic.
you have piston sheets.
I have piston sheets, yes.
Okay, very good, very good. I mean, not very good that you piston.
You know, you jettison your underwear for what reason? In the past, you have jettisoned, you wrapped up your underwear in aluminum foil and threw them away. Why?
That would be a shart incident.
That has never happened to me.
Really?
I swear to you, it's never happened.
Your sphincter has never made the call.
Fooled me?
Solid or liquid, and you.
I must have a hyper. I think I have a hypersensitive sphincter.
I wouldn't believe that.
Okay. Yeah.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom, it's Kenny Tarmac.
Kenny.
Hey, shooter, we just landed. Well, I wish that was the case. All these spring breakers are coming up to work, so instead of flying, I rented a car with my assistant Mike, and we've gone old school sales across the country.
Wow.
I know. I feel like I'm on Yellowstone. Mike had some family business back in his hometown, so being the team player, I dropped him off 3 hours ago, so we missed out on Tudor's Biscuit World.
Oh.
Personally, I love rental cars. As Toby always says, nothing parties like a rental. But I doubt he'd back up that mantra on the Express Report. Am I right?
Oh, yeah.
I know. Well, good news. We got a rental because there's been a huge shortage. Even with a 9-digit wizard number, I got lucky. Bad news, they were all out of full size, so they put us in one of these smart cars. Yeah, have you ever wondered what it's like going in a go-kart on the Pennsylvania Turnpike? Let me put it this way. First time I tried to merge, checking my blind spot, Mike said it'd be good. I said, yeah, he had bad breath and blue eyes. Wow. I know. Anywho, my goal for this road trip is to finish my Zig Ziglar book on tape series before we hit Ruby Falls. Hang tight, I got a live one on the burner phone. I hate to do this.
Okay.
It'll only take a sec. Thank God I'm connected to CarPlay. Just a sec. Ken Tarmac, everything I touch turns to sold. What can I do you for? Why are you calling me on the burner, Mike? I told you, I'm not going off the grid on commission again. That was a one-time thing. Uh-huh. Calm down. What? Well, had I known that, I would have never dropped you off. 3 days? Well, the ground is still pretty frozen up here. I doubt they'll even be able to bury your dad until June. Okay, can I make a Yui and then fly you back for the viewing? Let's book in this thing. No, I'm just thinking what your dad would want, Mike. Calm down. Hey, Bob and Tom, I got to put a fire out. Mike's being a big baby, and now the flow chart's a mess. Let's circle back in a few days when things thaw out. I'll call you from Rock City. We just landed.
Kenny, not on an airplane.
No.
That's very rare. We return to the sports desk with Chick McGee.
And guess what time it is at sports? That's right. It's brine time. Brine time.
Brine time, baby.
Woo. Brine time. Brine time. Woo.
Brine time.
From Elmore, Autauga, Alabama. That's right. I Googled pickleball news and came up with this. Monday, April 10th, the tennis pickleball complex at 17 Springs of Millbrook in Alabama will be open for use from 7:30 until 7:30, Sunday and Saturday. This is a big deal, Tom. They built a giant pickleball complex. However, the public also should be aware that the use of this facility by our local schools during the next few weeks will continue as the high school season comes to a close. Okay, so they're saying there's a new pickleball court, but the high school is using it for something else, right?
That's the only pickleball news we got today?
Brine time!
Brine time, baby!
Brine time!
This segment will inspire the country.
Don't question brine time.
Brine time!
Brine time.
It's the best I could do.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Didn't McEnroe play Agassi or something for $1 million last week?
I had that Monday. Yeah,
Okay.
Steffi Graf came out.
All right.
And Agassi, and they're still married.
Well, good for them.
Yeah, they're nice. Yeah, they don't speak. But
Agassi has a very good book. You might look.
Do you think their sex sounds like tennis?
My
butt! Sometimes tennis players yell that.
Yeah, really?
It's not in.
More like
you're a tough nut to crack today. We're trying hard.
15 love, closer to 6.
Where was I? Oh, yes.
Stupid world record.
An Egyptian athlete. I don't know why it has anything to do that he's Egyptian, but here we go. The Guinness World Record for the farthest distance swimming while wearing handcuffs. Shihab Alam swam a total of 7,238 miles while handcuffed.
Wow.
What? He beat the previous record by... I thought it's not 7,238 miles. That'd be way too far.
I thought it was like just down the Nile.
Around the earth.
Meters?
It's 7.238 miles.
Okay, yeah.
That's far more reasonable.
See, one's a period, the other's a comma.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. The old record was 5,300. Oh, no. I'm sorry. Again. 5.35 miles. The swim, which was equivalent to completing around 460 laps in a standard-size Olympic-sized swimming pool, took him 6 hours.
Okay.
With handcuffs. Said he felt like a superhero, Tom.
So, how do you do that? I mean...
So a lot of flutter kicks, probably?
A lot of dog paddling, I would guess. You can dog paddle.
So you're cuffed in front, then?
What?
It doesn't say in this story, you giant dick.
If not, maybe he was on his back kicking.
Okay.
Who knows? That really would have been.
It would have been
good
key
detail
to the story to say if he was handcuffed in the front or back.
Yeah, it makes a big difference.
Now, was he doing it Shawshank style through raw sewage? That would be very, very rough. I want to find out how he's swimming.
Well, get on that.
That would be very, very difficult, I would think.
I would think, yeah.
But if they were in front, it wouldn't be all that tough. It'd essentially be the breaststroke.
Yeah, you could, yeah.
Have you ever been handcuffed?
Sure. Really? We had him in here one morning. Weren't you here that
for
day?
real.
No, I mean for real.
No.
Where they're a little tighter than you'd like them to be.
Pat, you want to take this?
Behind my back, yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
And the thing I couldn't figure out, they put me in the front seat. I didn't figure that out. They wouldn't put me in the.
Did you call shotgun?
Maybe that's why they put me in the front seat. I forget doing that. But
if you're getting arrested and you call for shotgun, you think the cop's going to laugh at all? Probably not. You probably shouldn't say shotgun around a police officer.
Probably not. Probably heard it. Probably end of a shift. Maybe. I don't know. Look what else we got.
Okay, he's cuffed. Wait, I found it. He's cuffed in front.
Oh, okay.
Well, then so what?
Yep.
It's a dog paddle.
What a dumb
7
record.
miles. Yeah.
I mean, yeah. So what? Sorry.
He's heckling himself again.
Now, it'd be funnier if he had to wear one of those orange suits. He's escaping from prison. It's called the non-freestyle.
A South Carolina man.
He's a prisoner, you see.
A South Carolina man broke the Guinness World Record for the longest mustache on a living person male.
I've got to see this thing.
I don't want to see the one on the dead person.
Yeah.
Wait a second. Read the last part again.
The longest mustache on a living person male.
Thank goodness.
Wow, there's a female version of this?
Paul Slosar's English-style whiskers, whatever that is, measured 2 feet and 1 inch long when he was confirmed as the new record title holder. Are they like handlebars? What are they? Can you describe them?
They're all
yes.
They're waxed up so that it looks
very thin.
Like he's got 2 pencils sticking out of his
They look
face.
like catfish whiskers.
Slosar says he does not intend to ever cut or shave his mustache. I must ask you a question. He added, my wife has told me that if I were to come home with the mustache trimmed or removed, she would serve me as with divorce papers, Tom.
Wow, loves it. She does.
Loves the mustache.
Who was the cartoon guy that had the...
Snidely Whiplash had one, didn't he?
That's it.
Yeah.
Snidely Whiplash.
Dishonest John. I don't know what Snidely.
Yeah, I think you're right, but that's a weird look.
Oh, this is ridiculous. Yes.
He'd have to be very careful turning his head not to hit somebody.
There's no way he wears it like that every day, right?
No, he couldn't. But how do you wear? What do you wear down? And then it goes.
He just what did the guy, the UFC ref? He used to have really long.
Well, that's the so-called Fu Manchu.
You know, most men smoke, but Fu Manchu.
Josh, would you say this mustache belongs on a penny farthing?
Yeah, it's perfect for that.
It's that kind of old school look.
But I mean, it's out. It's ridiculous. I love it.
You could do that.
No.
You could start.
Why?
Do that thing where you wax it and twist it up.
Here's about where the length would
That's
be.
called that look is called vagina repellent.
Yes, yeah.
Is that sports?
Yeah, Tom.
Yeah, okay, thank you very much, Chick. That was a very enlightening sportscast.
This is what you farted for.
Wherever you go, whatever you do, always be a good sport. We got news coming up, right?
We do have news coming up, all kinds of interesting stuff. We have an AI-generated rap.
Oh, yeah?
That hit the
No more of this, please.
What?
You don't remember the Cincinnati broadcast? You and the AI-generated?
I'm trying to make a point about AI-generated things. I think it's important. It's going to be very, very big.
The limits of stuff we'll listen to? Is that what you're...
Yeah. Also, we have these words in the same headline, vagina and hairspray. Also, a Roman dildo in the news, and Coke and Pepsi in your testicles.
I heard about Roman hands. Haven't you? Roman hands.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
A Roman dildo, you light it, and it shoots like 8 balls. You got to be careful with them, though. You want to make sure the end is pointing out.
Yikes. That would hurt. Do you suppose someone's ever been dumb enough to do that?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Because isn't there a guy that Isn't there some comedian that shoots Roman candles out of his rear end?
That's a Jackass Hall of Fame deal.
Oh, okay. Nice. When we come back, we'll check all these things.
Something.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules. Or just scroll down to the bottom of the page and see contest rules. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
It is a nice neighborhood, but we're on the backside of the South Pasadena, so close. So although it's nice, the crime starts just to the other side of us, and we had some police activity in our neighborhood not too long ago.
I see.
And obviously, a little scary. I'm supposed to be the defender of the home. Currently, with a vitamin D deficiency, it does take a little bit of the edge off your confidence.
Yeah.
Well, if someone breaks in your house, when your first concern is not the burglar, but did he leave the front door open so a strong wind could snap you like peanut brittle?
Sure, I understand.
But a buddy of mine, someone broke into his house, and he did not react the way he thought he was going to.
What did he do?
Well, what he did was he hid.
Oh, really?
And so now he got terrified. He wants to buy a gun to defend his home, and he's never used a gun before in his life. And I was trying to convince him. I said, you don't need a gun to defend you. If you're not a gun guy, what you need is a baseball bat.
Yeah.
The baseball bat is the perfect home defense weapon because any idiot can swing a baseball bat. Because you don't have to be baseball good. You just have to be pinata good is all you have to be.
That's right. That's right.
As a matter of fact, the more spastic and unstable you are, the deadlier you appear to the intruder.
Right. Yeah.
Exactly. Now, a gun in and of itself is a dangerous weapon. You could be handling a gun and accidentally shoot yourself, but no one has ever been cleaning a baseball bat and accidentally beat themselves to death.
True enough.
If that does happen, that's an acceptable loss. Let that man go.
Yes.
That's very true.
Now, in my fantasy of, defending the home is usually I'm kicking some serious butt, and then there's usually like a catchy phrase at the end, tag it with something. Even if the guy's got his foot on my chest, I'll look up at him and say, well, I guess that was easier than even you anticipated.
James P. Connolly.
24/7.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You just ruined it.
Hey, don't forget about the laughter after the Bob and Tom Show. Keep it here on Bob and Tom 24/7 for Bob and Tom's Work Farce. That's what we call it. It's all the fun without really that much effort. You don't have to do anything, and that's one of my favorite things. Keep that smile going all day and keep your coworkers guessing what's making you so happy. It's us right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. The Bob and Tom Show rolls on a Wednesday. Christy Lee on assignment. Is she getting married? Did she go to adopt a baby from somewhere around the world? Well, we'll just have to wait and find out on Monday when she returns to the news desk. Until then, Jessica Alsman from the Bits and Pieces podcast filling in, and we thank her. And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning, I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed. Have you always dreamed of going to the paradise that is Hawaii? Well, you may have to pay more for it if you plan to go anytime soon. Taking care of Hawaii's unique natural environment takes time, people, and money. Now Hawaii wants tourists to help pay for it as more tourists choose hiking over golf. With social media driving them to increasingly remote places, lawmakers propose having tourists pay for a year-long license or pass to visit state parks and trails. The amount is still to be determined. The governor campaigned last year on a platform of having all tourists pay a $50 fee to enter Hawaii. Lawmakers have promoted their parks approach instead. Either policy would be a first of its kind for a U.S. state. Well, for those of you who are gamers out there, Klaus Tuber, creator of the beloved Catan board game in which players compete to establish settlements on a fictional island, has died after a brief illness, according to a statement from his family. He was 70 years old. The board game, originally called The Settlers of Catan, when introduced in 1995, based on a set of hexagonal tiles, has sold millions of copies and is available in more than 40 languages. It also has spawned dozens of spin-offs and new editions, including electronic versions and hundreds of products related to the game. And that's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
All right, who wants to hear Jim Nance's goodbye? And I'll play it according to what the room wants.
I'd like to hear it.
I don't care.
I want to make sure it's the guy I'm thinking of.
Generic.
Kind. You told it better than most, let me tell you. Can I tell you one other thing? Thank you for being my friend.
Thank you for being my friend. Thank you for being my friend.
Nothing like quoting the Golden Girls theme in your goodbye speech.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
I recently got married, and
boy.
Yeah, and my wife changed her name. I know some women have a problem with that, but I wanted her to have my old girlfriend's name.
She must really love you.
Call me old-fashioned, but
Hell, you got the tattoo. Why not?
my wife actually got pregnant on our wedding night.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, not by me. It was crazy night. But either way, I'm getting a brother. So. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. I don't think her parents like me, though, because apparently when you meet someone's mother, you're not supposed to hug her and go, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And if their dad's short, don't try and pick him up.
Oh, you're like a little baby, Daddy.
Bob and Tom. You can pick your morning radio show, and you can pick your nose, but you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch.
Pizza Hut, apparently, is going to start delivering cold beer along with their food.
No kidding.
What?
They started the testing beer delivery program in Phoenix, Arizona.
And it passed with flying colors.
Yeah, everyone did.
Yeah.
So how do you prove that you're of illegal age?
The company told Fortune magazine it plans to expand that.
I'd like a large pizza, please. And 40 beers.
And Jesus said, take this bread and eat it. It is my body. And the disciples said, Jesus, we're all on a low-carb diet. We appreciate you dying for our sins, but we're all trying to slim down a little bit. We want to look good in the painting.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
You guys want to grab lunch?
We can't go anymore.
Holy
That's a
cow.
good day's work, everybody.
Radio.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee on vacation. That's Jessica Alsman at the news desk.
Hey.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, you chick.
I can't hear out of my left ear. There's Josh Arnold.
I'm looking at a picture of Miss Piggy here in a pool.
Oh, yeah.
Willie, would ya?
Ooh, Miss, she's kind of a thicker milkshake. You know, I like that.
Yeah. Thick, T-H-I-C-C, Tom. Thick. There's Ace Cosby.
What?
There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee. And here's Tom Griswold.
That's right. When thick is a good, it's T-H-I-C-C.
When did that happen?
Yeah, well, you know, the internet.
It's been around.
In the 60 years since you've been aware of what's going around.
Okay. So once again,
sports.
What's your
flaunting their bad
what's
spelling.
Your new book called?
It's so sorry.
Sports it's called So Sorry.
Proper grammar and slang or whatever.
Yes, right.
Sports update. San Diego Padres star Manny Machado already had a spot in the Major League Baseball pitch clock history as the first player ever penalized for a pitch clock violation.
Well, he's been around forever. This is going to, hasn't he?
Manny Machado of the Padres. This is Manny. How long has he been playing?
I mean, I don't know.
Does sound like somebody you'd order at Taco Bell.
In the first inning of the Padres
the Manny
game,
Machado Supreme. That's the way to go.
Is unbelievable.
In the first inning of the Padres game against the Diamondbacks, dumb name, Machado issued a third strike for a pitch clock violation, and then he got run. That's right, ejected for arguing his case with home plate umpire Ron Culpa.
Yeah, he's 30. I mean, he's been around.
Making him culpable.
Mia, do you think Ron ever says, does he have a daughter named Mia? Is that the better joke?
Mia culpable.
Mia culpa.
Mia culpa, yeah.
The ejection appears to be the first time a player has been ejected in a regular season game for arguing over the pitch clock. Major League Baseball rules require now that a batter be in the box and alert. He has to be alert with 8 seconds remaining on the clock. A subsequent replay showed Machado adjusting his batting gloves with his bat under his arm when Culpa issued the strike with 2 outs and a full count.
Ooh.
So did the umpire not hear him say timeout? I'm guessing.
I don't know,
That's
Tom.
such
Once
a
again,
bummer.
You're asking questions
Wait,
nobody
he's
knows
in the
the
box?
answers to.
If he's in the box,
He wasn't alert.
that's his problem. Put your hand up and call time. Or don't get in the box.
It sounded like he did. Did he, Chick?
had his-
It doesn't say
was
that he
rubbing
was
his
in the
hands.
box. The subsequent
okay.
Either way, he wasn't ready. He must be in the box and alert. Manny Machado struck out due to a pitch clock violation. Padres DH Tuesday was replaced with Nelson Cruz.
That's rough, man. 2 outs, full count.
3 innings later, Cruz put the Padres up 1-0, a solo shot in the 4th.
Oh, well, no.
There you go. Machado said, I'm going to have to make a big adjustment. I might be 0-1 down a lot this year. Yeah. He said, it seems super fast to me. There's definitely going to be an adjustment.
Was he in the box?
He was not in the box.
There's no playing grab ass or fighting in the building. You got a grudge against another man, you fight him Saturday afternoon. Any man playing grab ass or fighting in the building spends the night in the box. First bell is at 5 minutes of 8. When you will get in your bunk. Last bell is at 8. Any man not in his bunk at 8 spends the night in the box.
Okay, thank you very much.
Call into your job, old hoss. Don't make it right.
little cool hand, Luke. Now, we'll check in with the Bob and Tom news desk. What have you got over there?
Scientists have found that Coke and Pepsi may increase testicle size and testosterone production in mice. For the study, male mice were given varying levels of Coca-Cola and Pepsi to drink over a 15-day period, while the control group drank only water. Scientists discovered that the testes of the mice that drank only Pepsi or Coca-Cola were significantly increased on day 15.
Yeah, is it a good thing, though?
Researchers also found that high doses of Pepsi and Coca-Cola could improve testosterone secretion of male mice.
I believe having balls as big as church bells is desired, isn't it? I think.
Especially in mice.
Yeah. Big nut of mice.
So, I mean, this is the dumbest. They have to measure this.
Yeah.
I mean, mice testicles, I assume, are relatively small.
Well, you get your calipers out.
Okay, I want to see male.
I have a question here. I'm not trying to be mean here. Do they have to kill the mice to measure their testicles?
Probably not. They could tranquilize them at most.
Let me tell you something. They probably could measure them still alive, but why?
Yeah, you could get scratched.
It'd be much easier to kill that damn thing.
They also found that the mice that they gave Mountain Dew to snowboarded. Isn't that interesting?
And it increased the lengths of their mullets.
Yes.
That's interesting. Wow. Is this going to apply to humans? Is that the next test?
That's the implication here, but come on.
Pepsi and Coke.
This can't be true.
And is having larger testicles a good thing?
Not necessarily.
Testosterone levels being higher can be good if they're low.
I don't think that has anything to do with the size of your testicles, though.
That's what I'm wondering here.
Now, can they give mice those barbed wire tattoos in their little arms?
Yeah, they can.
They look like macho and a lot of testosterone.
That would be so cute.
Hey, I'm Stuart Big. Boy, you guys laughed harder at that than it deserved.
No, it's not.
I didn't.
I like it because he's a tough guy and his name is Stuart. That's a very not tough name.
I like that. It's not Stuart Little, it's Stuart Big. That's a very nice joke, Josh. Notch one over in your corner.
All right, we'll do.
Very, very good. I want to read this story for Willie. This is really interesting, I think. Now, Willie is a big summer camp guy.
Yeah, love camp.
Great camp counselor for years. This news story, and they did a study of kids that have gone to overnight camps, sleepaway camps, whatever you want to call them. And they found that when asked to do standardized surveys about their sort of mental health, they did a special questionnaire. And the kids that had gone to camp, there was an increase in their level of altruism as opposed to those who didn't attend.
Makes sense.
They concluded that summer camps are a useful tool for developing socio-emotional abilities.
Sure.
And stays as short as 10 days can influence these skills by increasing altruistic intentions in children.
This brought to you by the Association of Very Tired Parents. Send them away for 10 days, will you?
Yeah, we just send either that or it's going to be bad.
Yeah, I think you went to summer camp. You learned all kinds of stuff. You learned about teamwork, and
yeah, I love it.
You're away from your parents. Kind of a Lord of the Flies thing going on to some degree.
What'd you learn sexually?
Not till I was a counselor. Nothing when I was a camper. But
That sounded worse than you meant it to.
Dude, come on. On weekends, there's a girl from Australia, and you guys get to make
even on
out.
weekends, it's still illegal, pal.
No, that's all that I meant. Is there's
It just
another
came out weird.
counselor.
You're sick.
I heard it as soon as I said it. Mother, okay.
I think
Really, you did nothing wrong. It's on us.
I remember when I went to Camp Hayawenta, thank you, to beautiful Torch Lake.
You've got to shut up.
Torch Lake is beautiful.
And yeah, I mean, I can remember between archery lessons learning.
Yes, of course,
all
and
kinds
learning
of
how to
curse
be
words and
privileged.
What type is fencing?
Elite.
We had fun.
Fencing and camp.
Cricket on the beach. It was a blast.
Oh, that's not camp.
That's not camp.
Look at all the unfortunate children.
We learned lots of words for vagina and curse words, all kinds of cool stuff. It was fun.
Is this lake heated?
No. By the way, Torch Lake is really cold.
Oh, yeah, I can
and
imagine.
deep, too, as the joke goes. But, yeah, very cold. I think it's interesting. I'm a big fan of summer camps. And Willie and Josh and Chick and I always do an Ace. We always do like a summer, send some kids to summer camp, a special.
I'm not doing it this year. I'm doing a different charity.
Well, didn't you?
I don't care about
didn't you fail to show up last year? Was it? Did you get the COVID?
Yeah, I did have the COVID last year. Yeah.
So you got to do it this year.
No, I'm doing something else.
The puppet was pretty good.
Yeah, the show was great.
I don't.
You were on the poster.
I don't even remember. I know I called the show.
Yeah. Oh, Noah was working your puppet.
That was like COVID peak for me, where my brain was soup.
Sorry.
No, it was all right.
We'll do an overnight camp benefit coming up this summer. That'll be fun. Coming up in the news, we have a guy that did a parachute jump. Almost made it all the way to the ground.
Wait a minute. What?
Yeah, well, the importance of this is really cool. A peppermint in your brain, really. And then we have Roman dildos in the news, as well as this headline with the words "vagina" and "hairspray" in it.
You don't want to move around.
We'll find out what's going on down there. Literally
She's right.
down there. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. The show is also out there for you on our YouTube channel. Watch and subscribe.
We have Etta May in the studio with us. Etta May is the mother of several. What is the official count?
4.
Okay, great.
Not counting my husband. Yeah.
You're done, right?
Thank you. My oldest boy, Bud, is 17, and then Corona, she is 16, and Miller is 13, and then Jack is 8.
There's a theme there.
Well,
Jack.
no, trust me, after the third one, I had graduated to hard liquor.
Understood.
It helps. And Jack is just a dream.
Is he?
My little 8-year-old. He started kindergarten this year, so we're very
He's 8? Wow.
Yeah. Chick, take you back, doesn't
Yes, it does. Yeah.
That kid's huge.
Nothing like being 20 during your senior year in high school.
You're popular.
Yeah.
You can drive and
drinking.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Drive your buddies around.
Yeah. So we're very proud of him. And my 17-year-old is problems are arising. And I'm seeing flags. Let's put it down. The other day, he walked in the house. He had pierced his bottom lip.
Ooh.
Jeez.
And tried to hide it from me. It's like, you know what? Be a man. Own it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't hide it. And it's, it's like, hello, you got a spike sticking out your bottom lip.
Man up.
I might notice that at breakfast when Cheerios keep getting hung up on it. Yeah, my son, for his graduating class, now looks like a ring toss game. Okay? Yeah, he tries to hide it, and it's like, hey, Mom, I'm gonna go to my room, okay? And it's like, come here, what's the matter with you? Why are you talking? Come here. And I said, put your hand down. And it's like, oh, honey, what did you do? And I said, did that hurt going in? Did it hurt coming out?
Oh.
Hey, any holes be put in my kid's head, I'll do it. The problem is the kid he runs with. That's the bad influence. This kid has so many piercings, he looks like he was attacked by a nail gun. Okay? Somebody from Home Depot did a drive-by on him. I mean, I call him Tackle Box.
Sounds attractive.
Oh, yeah. Gunner, you can take him fishing.
Really?
He's got a couple fish hooks right here.
Oh, yeah.
About 13 lures in his ear, a couple sinkers coming out of his nose.
It's convenient, yeah.
The kid can't even walk past my refrigerator without all the magnets going.
radar and other weapons for that country in the future. The latest aid comes as Ukrainian troops prepare for a spring offensive against Russian forces and as NATO foreign ministers discuss how the military alliance can step up its support for Ukraine. Secretary of State Antony Blinken says much of the ammunition will be taken from military stockpiles so it can be in the war zone quickly. 2 trailblazing ride-hailing services are heading toward uncharted territory as they seek regulatory approval to transport passengers around the clock throughout one of the most densely populated U.S. cities in vehicles that will have no one sitting in the driver's seat. If Cruise and Waymo reach their goal of winning regulatory approval before year's end, San Francisco would become the first U.S. city with 2 totally driverless services competing against Uber, Lyft, and traditional taxis. But the company still must navigate around potential roadblocks, including complaints about their vehicles making unexpected traffic clogging stops that threaten to inconvenience other travelers and imperil public safety. And that's a look at your news headlines. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey, hi, this is Tom.
And this is Chick from the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Christy, what's the best way to get full access to the show?
Hey, what? You introduced me.
That would be to become a Bob and Tom VIP.
Very good. Now, Josh, what's a feature of Bob and Tom VIP?
Wait a minute.
Well, the live 5-camera video stream of the show, plus a podcast of the show and comedy from the Bob and Tom archives.
Excellent. Chick, what do you have to say for yourself?
Become a Bob and Tom VIP now. Just go to bobandtom.com/VIP.
See, that was worth the wait, wasn't it?
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
You're so weird.
You have no idea. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Now, Rick, you've got your stepdaughter as well. How old is she now? 9?
She's 7.
7.
Ooh. 7 and 10. Oh, will you stop? 7. I can't even have. See, I know. I have 2 girls. It's obvious to me I'm being repaid for years and years of sexist behavior, right? The tables are turned, and now I'm the sweaty, palpitating dad, the kid at the door, knock, knock. Hi, Mr. Schrader, here to pick up my, I like your daughter very much. I own a van. Oh, God. It has the Kama Sutra bookmobile with it. Benoit balls hanging off the rearview mirror. I love poontang painted on the side. Oh, great. I guess I got a few years to relax.
Yeah, you got a few.
Yeah, as long as she's still, eating her boogers.
Yeah.
Good morning, sunshine. To the max, there's bologna in our side.
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Comedian Greg Fitzsimmons has joined us in the studio. You're a New Yorker.
Yeah.
How's that going?
New York's good. Not bad. It's a strange place because no matter where you work or what you do, you come in contact with freaks. I worked at a gas station for a couple of years, and the guy I worked with, strange man, former porno movie star from the 70s.
Really?
Yeah, he'd get confused every time he'd fill the tank. Halfway through, he'd pull it out and spray it all over the car. We lost a lot of good petrol.
So, Mark, you're a single guy.
Yeah, I tell you, though, it's tough because I got these neighbors behind me.
Really?
My neighbor, Gail, very...
Gail?
Gail is a woman who just moved. Her bedroom wall is right behind mine, and she has a new boyfriend. And I found this out. His name is
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7, which begs the question.
.com.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee on vacation. That's Jessica Halsman at the news desk.
Howdy.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
Hey, there's Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer's sidekick chair.
Yeah.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much.
Hello.
We have coming up, Allie Breen will be joining us
For
Sexy Time.
Yeah.
That's right.
Maybe you could add that slurp you were doing earlier to the end of Sexy Time.
Well, I was talking about eating chicken wings.
Right.
When you eat a chicken wing with the bone in, you put them in and you kind of go...
So,
pull the bone out.
if you were to combine those two things.
Coming up, Allie Breen with Sexy Time.
I hated that. Hit hard.
Sorry, maybe.
I won't have to worry about those donuts I hate. I'll just go vomit them up.
Perhaps a palate cleanser is in order.
Sexy the man with a deep voice.
This'll help.
Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
You guys heard about that new restaurant coming to town called Karma?
No.
No menus. You get what you deserve.
That was Ace Cosby's joke
Wow.
of the day.
Wow. I'm familiar with their very fast delivery service, Instant Karma.
Okay. Little John Lennon humor there. Thank you, John. It was a beautiful thing.
A beautiful thing.
These are fortune cookies. That's what they are. You open a fortune cookie, you see Ace's jokes. Okay.
Excellent.
14, 17.
Excellent.
21.
Yes, bringing a smile to the faces of many. We now turn to the news
And
desk.
frowns to the faces of even more.
What's happening over there?
New research suggests that the smell of peppermint reduces aggressive driving behavior.
No kidding.
Scientists found that drivers who were exposed to peppermint oil during the test sessions tended to exhibit fewer aggressive driving behaviors compared to those in no peppermint aroma control conditions. Study author Mark Moss said peppermint aroma. Was that okay?
Yeah.
Sorry. Excuse me. Study author Mark Moss said peppermint aroma is certainly not the answer to inconsiderate driving, but every little bit helps to improve the road user's experiences.
Okay.
Which, yeah.
So maybe air freshener with peppermint.
Doesn't peppermint have a calming?
Sure.
It's supposed to help your belly.
Absolutely.
And your headaches.
Yeah.
You can rub it on your forehead.
Quite good.
Santa never gets mad.
No, he doesn't. You're right. He doesn't have road rage.
You know what you should do, Tom, is get some peppermint and pound it up your ass. How about that?
Have you considered that? I mean, that may be...
Think about that.
He's just
It
trying
would
to
help your mood, your road rage. You have road
Would
rage.
you now? Should he just use a candy cane or
A big ball peen hammer.
Made of peppermint?
Oh, and a candy cane.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that's right. Tap, 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 tap.
I think it's interesting.
Yeah.
Just has that calming effect. What's that other hard candy called?
Werther's?
Yeah, I understand. In the same study, they
Like
gave them,
you don't know what a Werther's is,
they gave
Grandpa.
them Werther's originals, and it caused people to leave their turn signal on for thousands of miles. It's interesting.
Do you really have road rage?
Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah.
But do you act on it? Or do you just like verbally
No, I just
let them
I
know?
don't know.
You have to tell your story, Josh, about Tom driving the car.
Okay. I was a little... Tom, you had told a story.
The way you told me the story, it fits here, so go
And
ahead.
I wanted to ask Chick's opinion of it. Yeah, Tom, you were telling a story yesterday. You said,
off the air.
I was, and if I leave out any details, let me know.
This is where I was road raged.
Yes.
I don't.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you want to go ahead and tell us?
Yeah.
Because we have a theory, and we wanted
Yes. We have a big time theory, and I think both our theories, our two brains equal your brain almost.
All right,
So,
right.
Go ahead.
I was meeting Sam, one of my sons.
Not important to the story. You're driving in traffic.
Not really. I drove from the shack to this restaurant that's like 2 turns.
Were you on?
So you're on road.
You're on a city street.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And I'm early. I pull in, and I'm in my car listening to something on the radio for several minutes. And I'm just sitting in my car with the car running.
Right.
And suddenly this car pulls in next to me. And this lady is throwing her arms up, screaming at me. I'm looking like, what the hell?
And looking at you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pointing and looking right at you.
Yeah. Screaming.
All right.
Screaming.
Waving her arms.
Could you
She
hear
looks-
what she was saying?
And she looks like a complete psycho. So
You knew she was screaming, couldn't make out the words.
No, my window was up. Her window was she's a complete psycho, obviously.
I have a theory.
I have no idea what's going on.
Wait till you hear
Again,
your father's theory. Go ahead. What did you arrive at?
It must have been mistaken identity.
I would offer that in that short drive from where you were to the restaurant to meet your son, you cut her off about 7 times, is what I would say.
I didn't cut anybody off.
I don't believe you.
The only
And
major...
I don't think you're capable of knowing when you cut somebody off.
The only 2 roads I was on are both 2-way with 1 lane, no passing. I couldn't have cut anybody off.
I don't believe you. You'll find a way. You're a horrible driver. You're a menace.
Pat, what was your theory?
I think you parked in the handicap parking, maybe.
No.
No. Are you sure?
I'm positive.
I'm wondering if it's the woman that always stands out there asking for handouts and she's heard you talk about her.
No, she should be shot. I'm tired. I saw her get into like a 2018 Mercedes. Yeah, she's making about $1,000 a day on that corner.
Okay, yeah.
She's got her laminated sign.
Yeah.
And you had said that you had suggested this has happened to you like 2 or 3 times. This case of mistaken identity.
No,
you had said this.
So I popped my car into gear and took off, and then she followed me around the parking lot. And then I shook her.
See, that's crazy though. If she's actually following you, that would freak me out.
But I was parked.
No, I'll tell you what this is. This is a story of confidence, is what this is.
Yes, it is.
No, this lady thought I was.
This is something I would never arrive at in a million years.
You would go, "What? I must have done something."
What did I do? I must have done something. I'm sorry,
well,
man.
How would she have known where I was if I'd cut her off? Then she arrives 5 minutes later.
I don't think it was 5 minutes later. Because you said you were listening to something on the radio. You know how your mind wanders.
I was supposed to meet Sam at 5:30. It was 5:20, so I was enjoying.
That has nothing to do with the story.
Willie, you know your father.
I'm getting maced next time I kick in her window and mace the bitch.
That's awesome.
So,
what do you think happened here, Will?
I just didn't know my mom was in town.
Standing ovation. All standing.
Oh, boy.
This lady was crazy.
I bet it's
I'm going to carry mace.
I don't think you understand how fascinated I am by a person who thinks the way you do. That's like 70% of the reason I'm still here.
We've all experienced where all of a sudden you look over and you see somebody going crazy at you, and you go,
"Oh, I'm
oh,
sorry.
I wonder what
I wonder what
they
I did.
think I did to them on purpose."
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, this is obviously an instance of mistaken identity. I certainly couldn't have done anything.
I don't know what I would have
Can I help you, ma'am? Or do I have to mace your ass?
Yeah, by the way, don't get mace. There's no way you don't just mace yourself. Just don't get the mace. That's a bad idea.
Taking it home from the store, you'll mace
This poor lady
yourself.
is in her car, waving, screaming at him. I don't know, mistaken identity. Meanwhile, there are 3 leashes underneath Tom's car. I don't know what you're going to possibly be upset.
He's got a kid's binky hanging out of his gas cap.
Fascinating.
Okay, sorry. Where were we? So in any event, so this whole thing was about that peppermint stops road rage. Is that the notion of this story? That the science of is it the fresh scent that gets people to calm down?
Yeah, must be some chemical reaction.
Or is it peppermint schnapps?
Oh, that's an idea.
That might help too, or make it worse.
Boy, that's the worst beverage ever invented.
No, it fits for when you need it.
Yeah, I suppose.
When you're out of every other kind of liquid.
No, you're about halfway through, and some girl yells peppermint schnapps. You're in. Damn right.
Okay.
That was one of the first booze I ever drank when I was like 14, and our idea was that it would just smell like mouthwash after.
Oh, there you go. Buttery nipple. You ever have a buttery nipple?
No, what's that?
That's what is it? Crown. Good buttery nipples. Crown and.
I remember apple pucker.
It tastes like butterscotch.
What is an apple pucker?
Puckers was like a brand of some kind of booze.
Is that a Fireball?
And it tasted like apple. They had different flavors.
Apple cinnamon. Okay.
There's gold. Was it
Whenever
gold,
a bottle of that would
Goldschlager?
break out, we're all getting laid tonight because it was just candy.
We like to call
girls
this,
loved it.
This is called cinch juice. Hey, are you going to be like me and go home and wrap yourself in a blanket and mumble to yourself for a couple hours? Well, you'll need a secure compound. That's where our buddies at Simply Safe come in. Simply Safe designed with your compound in mind. Cutting-edge technology and backed by 24/7 professional monitoring. An emergency arises, agents at Simply Safe use Fast Protect technology only from Simply Safe to capture critical evidence and verify the threat is real so you get priority police dispatch. Simply Safe 24/7 professional monitoring service costs under $1 a day, less than half the price of traditional home security systems, and you can lock and unlock your doors, access your cameras, and arm and disarm your system from anywhere right there from your smartphone. And CNET named Simply Safe the editor's choice for 2023. Customize the perfect system for your home, then install it yourself in just a few minutes at simplysafetom.com. Go now and claim a free indoor security camera plus 20% off your order with interactive monitoring. That's simplysavetom.com. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Thank you very much, Chick McGee. Yes. Coming up, Roman dildo controversy. And dog and pet owners, cat owners especially, love talking about their kitties and their doggies. We got some numbers on that for you. And parachutist made it almost all the way. We'll find out, though. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
You're listening to Bob and Tom.
Ow. Oh, back.
Oh, hey, Josh. What's wrong?
My back is sore, my legs.
What's in your shoe?
Nothing. I mean, here, look, nothing.
Joshua, you have to have proper support. Orange insoles.
Orange insoles, you say?
Yeah, look.
Yeah, I see them.
Look at this. They're great.
Yeah. Orange insoles. I'll give them a shot.
Great. See you later, buddy.
Give it a... Yippee! I can mow and dance while I do it. Ha! No more pain. Thank you, orange insoles.
Josh, did you get orange insoles?
Jessica, I sure did. Thanks to orange insoles, I feel great.
Terrific. See you later.
Orange insoles. Feel better, do more. Over Washington. In the American League, Toronto, Baltimore, Detroit, Seattle, and Oakland all win. And in the National League, Arizona, the Cubs, Milwaukee, Atlanta, and the Dodgers all win. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
We got some extra from the Bob and Tom Show.
With us in the studio, comedian John Garrett. You have a straight job? I mean, like a normal day-to-day thing?
Yeah, I actually do. I'm actually a CPA, believe it or not. Yeah, and
that spells party.
Yeah, it does. Most people think CPAs are hysterical. Yeah. No, of course not. We're dorks, big dorks. But and honestly, on behalf of all accountants out there, I'd like to say that we don't all do taxes. Some of us prefer to embezzle. It's much more lucrative. I read recently Willie Nelson wrote a song called Whatever Happened to Peace on Earth as his little protest to the war in Iraq. And my immediate thought was, why does he care? It's not like it's his tax dollar being put to use. I mean, I think the U.S. government should write a song called Whatever Happened to Willie's 1040. Yeah, there's a tax joke for the accountants.
They don't say we didn't warn you.
Oh, my God.
There's laughter ahead. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Comedian Renee Hicks has joined us in the studio.
Morning, Renee. Good morning.
Quite the sportswoman, I can
Oh, yes. And we were talking about the WNBA. I just want to know, will there be, feminine hygiene commercials, sponsoring it? Because I think those things got to go. They're just too damn nasty. I mean, they got to stop. They got to stop talking about women's genitalia. I mean, and these women talking about douche. We don't do that, men. We don't go to the beach talking about douche. You don't? No, we don't. And see, I never want to see a black woman do that because they would have her just acting crazy, just walking along going, "Oh, girl, I ain't seen you Damn, Shaniqua, is that you stinking like that, girl? Well, you need to douche your nasty ass. There's a whole family of seagulls following your nasty ass. Damn." So I don't ever want to see that.
Bob and Tom. They put the F
unprofessional. Joining us in the studio, comedian Frank Caliendo.
Some dude is on Bob and Tom doing your freaking voice, Jim.
Maybe you are not listening right now.
Make it stop, Van Smack. I'm hearing echoes again, Van Smack. Make it stop, Jim.
Well, maybe that
Sincerely.
Grand Canyon that you have between your ears.
That did not suck.
Not unlike Alf, you just cracked yourself up. Look out, because you're going to be eating a cat in about 5 minutes.
We're making more echoes of freaking Luke Gehrig, Jim.
What a great speech that was. Lou Gehrig. No one has ever topped that speech.
The luckiest freaking man in the face of the world.
He truly was.
He did not suck.
No, he did not suck. And that day was the luckiest day for him.
Rack him.
That's Sonny. It's Morgan Freeman.
Oh, hey, Morgan.
How y'all doing?
Good.
I'm fine. Thank you very kindly.
Oh, nice.
I understand you have someone there that was talking about men making noises during sexual encounters.
Yeah, uh-huh.
I understand you said you've never heard a man make a noise before.
Oh.
Apparently, you've never been to Shawshank, Sonny.
Now, in Shawshank Prison, is there a lot of noise?
Oh, it's hard to sleep at night.
I'll bet.
Andy Dufresne came to Shawshank Prison back in 1947.
Uh-huh.
And he had a nickname that he was known by.
What's that?
Oh, please stop.
Hi, this is comedian Rob Haney, and you're listening.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Vacation. Your name is Christy. She's gone this week. There's Jessica Alsman at the news desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hello.
He's at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. We have a number of things to get to, including sexy time with Allie Brady.
I am so sorry. This is
I
my
thought that's how you wanted me to do it from now on.
Dear Josh. Josh has hit a new high or low in his role as chaos creator. When Tom added the slurp to his sexy time, I instantly threw up inside my welding hood.
Sorry. So sorry.
You're hurting real men, Josh.
Yes, you're right.
Real men are out there doing hard work
Yep.
and real jobs.
I'm not sure whether to shake Josh's hand or sue him for a new hood. That is from Mama Benjifishy from Cray Cray.
Oh, Mama Benjifishy to you.
So thank you, Cray Cray.
Now, we have Ms. Jessica Altman sitting in for Christy Lee, as you pointed out. And we have something coming from the news desk. What is it?
Doctors removed a hairspray bottle top from a woman's vagina after it had been stuck up there for 3 years.
Oh, boy.
According to a case study published...
3 years?
According to a case study published in the Journal of Pediatric and Adolescent Gynecology, the woman sought medical help because of incontinence. She told doctors that 3.5 years prior, in a state of impaired judgment while having sex, a cork from a bottle of hairspray was inserted into her vagina, and she was unable to get it out herself. The woman said she was too embarrassed to ask for medical help at the time, and doctors were able to remove the foreign body with standard gynecological instruments.
Wow. That's not what her boyfriend meant when he said put a cork in it. He just wanted her to shut up. 3 years?
Oh,
man.
That's a long time, man.
Wow. But that's part of the thing with all these rectal insertion stories. It's always embarrassment.
Yeah.
They don't want to go to the ER and say, hey, by the way, doctor, my action figure of the Batman is...
I'd love to see the guy who's not embarrassed. Just go, hey, look, I got a Batman up there. It feels so good when I'm doing it, but it got away from me, fellas. By the way, I mean, I'll be doing this again, but I'll just be more careful
like,
next
hey,
time.
Gary, welcome back.
I'll type some kite string around his ankle. It'll all be fine.
Who's the first one who thought when that happened, whatever was up there, they said, well, I had my pants down, and I fell over backward, and I landed on it, and it went right up in there. Whoops. And they expect the doctor to go, okay, I could see that. All right, well, let's get that out of there. Thank you. Thank you, Doc.
That happens, yeah.
Yeah. Because they know you're lying, right? Okay, sir.
That's a singing.
Got a cork stuck in her vagina.
Yeah.
It's like a dam there, locking up a river. Over 3 years with nary a cool breeze. Take the cork out, Gucci. Could make yeast and cheese. I can't sing the title of this song, 'cause in this context, it'd be wrong. Corked vagina, don't leave it inside ya. Mold is grown. Oh, leave your vag alone. Woo!
So, ladies and gentlemen, if there's anything stuck in any orifice, please go to the go to the ER, go to a qualified medical professional, and again get it done.
Nobody's judging you for trying to figure things out back there.
All right, let's not go too far.
Hey.
I wonder if it works as a contraceptive, like a cap to kind of block it if it's the,
Don't
stops it.
give anyone that
Don't
idea.
do that.
I bet it's
That's
more
silly.
effective than latex condoms.
Yeah.
Kids,
Gosh,
listen up. No cap.
I want to know what size of hairspray, though. Is it the tiny little cap?
just the
or is
big
it
old Aqua Net?
Yeah. Or is it the big one? I mean, that's just for 3 years.
You remember diaphragms, right, Tom?
Yeah,
It looked.
sure.
It just looked like a halved lemon or whatever, and it was rubber, and you fold it up and
it was
right up the old highway there. Yeah.
But
So
no.
what would that be the difference in that and a hairspray cap?
This gets sucked up there.
It's still.
You don't need to have foreign bodies in any orifices of any kind.
Are diaphragms still popular?
No.
Don't think so.
I've never heard of any of my friends using them.
Okay.
It was just something we heard about on Sex and the City, and that was about it.
Gotcha.
I don't know. That would be an interesting statistic to see what is popular now.
I tell you what is fun. If you're watching a movie and a woman's going through her purse, just mumble or say it out loud at a theater, "Where's my diaphragm?" People will always laugh.
Right.
I remember when you yelled it out in the theater of women talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Hilarious.
The crowd went.
Well, they were in a barn, but still.
Yeah, they didn't care for that.
I think someone just made the point. I might have gotten talked over that there probably is some guy that shows up at the ER and they know.
Yeah.
As you said, Gary's here. Oh no, what is it this time? They probably have a pool at the hospital. Well, I'm voting for
vape pen.
Yeah, I got Batman. Oh, he had Superman last month.
That is so
He
funny.
just loves his collectible.
Big superhero fan.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
I wonder if they do keep track of okay, so what's up there now? And they all take bets, but in a nice way, respectable way.
A respectable way.
Is it going to be a light bulb or is it,
But
something?
they've got to have kind of to keep your sense of humor in a place like that.
Yeah.
Whoever guesses what it is wins a prize. Everyone puts in $20 every week.
If you guess exactly what it is, you get it. That's the prize.
Or you don't have to
Do you
go
get
up
to
there
take it home?
Yeah, here you go, bud.
Our friend did.
Is it like checking out in all the movies where the guy checks out after being in prison and the guy gives him back with the contents of his wallet? All right, let's see. What do we got? We got 47 cents and change.
Manila envelope.
We got a Batman missing a cape. Probably good. I think the cape got lost. I might want to check, see if it's still in there.
Do people buy products that have been initially inserted and then removed? Like, hey, this was in my colon. Now it's for sale on eBay or whatever.
I hope not.
Ugh.
But that does lead to the story. Where are we? This is interesting. We had this story a couple months ago, and now there's someone who is disputing it. This involves an archaeological dig and the discovery of what was originally thought to be a Roman dildo. And other archaeologists are, in fact, disputing that. Do you have the story?
Yeah, following viral reports that an archaeologist had identified an artifact as an ancient Roman dildo, another possibility is emerging regarding the 2,000-year-old object. The 6.5-inch long phallic-shaped artifact may be a type of drop spindle. Given that it was found among other crafting materials, this would seem to be much more feasible explanation for the object than a dildo.
Okay.
It's a bit understated as a dildo and would no doubt make for a more satisfying spin than anything else.
Gotcha. And since it was found among other crafting items.
Indeed.
But I think the argument can be made if you've seen this thing.
It wouldn't be satisfying?
No, I mean, I think it would, well.
Size Queen over here says 6.5 is not satisfying. It's huge.
I wasn't going to go there, but I mean, anything could be a dildo, technically.
Sure. Not everything can be a spindle.
Yeah, as long as you believe in yourself.
Camshaft from a Dodge Neon.
Oh, right.
Slide whistle.
I don't know. We had the story, and they were pretty convinced it was a dildo. But now this scientist goes through all kinds of things about the shape of it. So,
you still think it's a dildo?
No, I don't know. I mean, I would think they'd better reassess what they thought was a beautiful necklace of wooden beads. Hey, Caesar, yank them.
And what they thought was a sculpture of an artichoke.
Yeah.
They can look vaginal.
It took me a little bit, but I got there.
If it was a dildo, do you suppose they named them like they do now?
Oh, probably.
Was it like the Roman Jammer 2000 2.0? And now with fewer splinters?
You're going to want to varnish that.
The Caesarean. Oh, wait.
Okay. If you want to Google the story, you can see a picture of this thing. But it may be a device for crafting. Okay, what else you got over there?
Well, a new survey reveals just how obsessed Americans are about their pets. According to the poll of 2,000 cat and dog owners, respondents admitted that 36% of their conversations are about their pets. 25% said they would consider getting a tattoo of their current pet, and 25% said they already plan on getting one. Another 16% of those polled said they already have a pet-themed tattoo. 42% of respondents reported owning at least one item depicting an animal that resembles their pet.
All right.
And then 55% admitted to having conversations with their pet when no one else is around.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone does that.
Oh. And then 48% have told their pet a secret they've never told anyone else.
I've never done that.
That kills a man.
The dog just sitting there.
Yeah. Keep talking. He works for the FBI. Go ahead.
Chick, honest answer.
Yeah.
I talk to my dogs all the time.
Yeah.
And I don't tell them weird secrets, but
no,
I talk for them. I'll be playing with them, and I'll go, "This is the greatest day of my life.
I don't do that.
I'm loving this. This defines fun for me." That's what they say to me all the time.
Aww.
I don't do that.
Well, yeah, but you got to remember, we're dealing with a master puppeteer.
Now,
with us.
How often do you use the words "big sweetie" when talking to your dogs?
You're big baby. Probably once a day, probably.
That's
once
all?
Or twice a day.
Oh, I thought it would have been more.
You gotta. Is one more little now? You got to be a little one.
Well, they're kind of sort of both the same size, but yeah.
Are they medium sweeties, small sweeties? You still go with
70-pound golden. That's the biggest one.
It's a pretty big dog.
Yeah,
she's a big girl.
She's a good girl. And this is her favorite thing when you take her ears and go like this.
I don't do that.
Do you do impressions with your dog?
Nope, I don't do impressions.
I'll have to do a video of my dog impressions.
Yeah, well, I'll look forward to that.
Oh,
it sounds annoying, but Dog Ray Charles is very funny.
Oh, Dog Ray Charles is the greatest.
I've seen Dog Ray Charles. I got over it.
I can teach you how to do it.
Do it.
I have to have a dog here.
Oh.
I can bring one of my dogs in tomorrow.
It's you just flap the ears over the eyes like it's sunglasses,
and then you sway his
and then
head
he
back.
picks the head up. But then the way he goes, Georgia, he has a lot of fun while he sings Georgia.
Dogs love it.
Oh, you've got to record it. It'll go viral.
Yeah, I'll do it for
Get
you.
it on the TikTok.
Okay, good. We'll be happy to do that. Coming up, Sexy Time with Allie Breen. No slurp. I don't want to.
That was McGee.
I don't want to.
Can't let that die. People are vomiting in their welding hoods.
I think it's interesting. If 36% of these people's their conversations are about their dogs, their kids must feel kind of. Well, all Mom ever talks about is the cat. I guess
that's you. Every morning you walk in. Oh, dog incident this morning at the house. You would not believe.
Well,
that did happen this morning.
If you lived with your dad, I'm sure he would come in. A Willie incident this morning.
Yeah, well, Willie didn't poop in his kennel this morning, I hope. at 12:30. Sorry. Yeah.
Racking, fracking.
Now, let's just go back to the news desk.
We've got an email, actually, Tom. You guys, this is from Brad. When he had a set of lawn darts, we were talking about darts. I don't know where that name comes from. There's got to be some reason they put a J in front of a dart instead of the D.
Are they javelin darts?
I bet that's it.
Is that probably? When I had a set of lawn darts, we would put one ring in the backyard
No.
And yes, one ring in the front yard.
Oh.
And we tossed the jart over the house.
Blindly. Not knowing who was in the front or back.
Hey, Mom was serving lemonade when she got the javelin in her head.
And he signs off with, it's a new meaning to heads up.
Ooh.
Wow.
Scary.
I miss jarts. You can get jarts, I think, on the dark web or something. Sure you can, yeah.
Yes, we have a set.
We have a set here.
Yeah.
We do?
Someone sent us a set of them. If you're not familiar with them, they're, how do you describe them? They're a couple feet long.
They look like giant darts.
Darts. And the idea is you heave them, you would throw them up in the air and there'd be a target.
Right.
And obviously you'd have to get out of the way.
Much like...
Well, ideally the target would be nowhere near you. That's the proper
But the problem was, other people were getting hit by them.
You can sell them on eBay, but you just have to say original Jarts box for sale may include items inside.
Really?
Yes,
Wow.
you can sell the box, and you can't help what's in the box. That's how you have to do it.
So you could go cocaine shoebox.
right.
You sound like the worst lawyer ever working.
I'm just saying that's how they've gotten away with it before.
Huh.
Yeah.
I know you can sell, if you're scalping tickets, you can sell somebody a hat and put the tickets in the hat and charge them for the hat. No, there are tickets in there. Good luck. $500 for a hat.
Okay, so those days gone now. But in any, don't get jarts for your kids or that's.
Well, unless you want to have a real good time.
Was there a metal tip? Or was
Very. I mean, they're right.
There is a famous X-ray of a child's skull with a
fake
dart.
News.
No, it's
Photoshop.
Okay,
Absolutely Photoshop.
It's fine. Put a cork in it.
You think they have Nerf darts? That would be fun.
Yeah, they do.
And maybe put some paint on the tip so you can see where it lands.
Now, just got this text from the ER. We used to bet on the blood alcohol levels of patients. A $1 buy-in, the closest without going over would win.
That's a good idea.
I like it.
That's fun. Also, none of those people should be medical professionals.
As long as the patient is safe,
I think it's part of to keep yourself sane. You've got to have
gallows
kind of like that MASH.
If they didn't laugh, they'd cry.
That MASH situation.
Do you do Price is Right rules?
That's what that was.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Right now, I want to talk about the best earbuds out there. Chick McGee turned me on to the Raycons, and they're about half the price of the other ones, and they're twice as good. And you can find out all about them by going to raycon.com/Tom. Tell me more, Chick.
Raycon, premium audio at the perfect price point. So perfect, you can buy a pair for yourself and give a pair as a gift. You can build great habits without breaking the bank. Whether you're looking for a pair of everyday earbuds, low-latency gaming headphones, a speaker with a battery that'll last all night at your next party, Raycon has got you covered. Raycons start around half the price of other premium audio brands. And even if you know you'll love your Raycons as much as we do, Raycon wants to make sure you feel great about your purchase, which, by the way, every purchase has that easy-peasy free return guarantee. And Raycons, of course, have 3 customizable sound profiles, earbud tap functions, noise isolation, and awareness mode. If you're ready to buy something small with a big impact on your life, go to buyraycon.com/Tom today and get 15% off your Raycon order. That's buyraycon.com/Tom. 15% off your Raycon purchase. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Thank you very much, Chick McGee. Coming up, we have Sexy Time with Allie Breen and a couple of requests. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Every day he played around 18 holes, then some practice. Every night he played around too with some blonde that he saw at the bar. And the fly of the tiger was unzipped once again, and he thought no one would be the wiser. He had plenty of women, some were skeezers and hoes, who all had their eye on the flight of the tiger. Back at home, Thanksgiving night, Tiger saw her unravel. His wife, Elin, a cute little blonde who you'd figure could not hurt a fly. But the fly of the tiger is right where she aimed. She took one mighty swing with his driver. She missed his crotch but hit his Tag Heuer watch. She laughed as she watched time fly off the tiger. Buick's gone, so was Accenture. Gillette cut him quickly. It turned ugly when Nike pulled out. They took his hat and his shoes and his balls. Yes, the fly of the tiger has cost them a lot, but for Tiger there's a silver lining. He's got a new sponsor, it's Danny's Restaurants. They're always open, just like the fly of the tiger.
Yeah, all right.
As a band, guitarist Gary Rossington, the last founding member, died last month. Leonard Skinner said in a statement they discussed the idea of what happens next with Rossington's widow, Dale, as well as the families of Ronnie Van Zant and Alan Collins. They agreed that keeping the music alive was in the best interest of everyone involved. Dale Rossington says while Gary was unable to tour with the current lineup for the past couple years, he always supported them. Leonard Skinner will tour with ZZ Top and Uncle Kracker starting July 21st in West Palm Beach, Florida. A film about Leonard Skinner that features Gary Rossington's final public performance in November will be released to theaters in June and shown on PBS in August. Well, good news for Tom and his daughters. He loves Dua Lipa, and she will be in the new Barbie movie. She plays a mermaid, according to the official posters released yesterday. It's unclear whether Lipa will contribute to the soundtrack. The Barbie movie, starring Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling, comes out July 21st. Jimmy Allen says he doesn't want to take away what people love about country music. He just wants to change how country music's viewed. Allen, Mickey Guyton, and Orville Peck are talent scouts on a new series called My Kind of Country. It features country musicians not just from the U.S., but Mexico, India, and South Africa. Allen says Guyton, Peck, and he all defy the stereotypes of what a country musician is. My Kind of Country streaming now on Apple TV+. And that's a look at your entertainment news headlines. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Man with a deep voice. Come on! Chick McGee, here he is with his part of the day.
Our Pavlovian response doesn't know what to do.
Chick McGee's part of the day.
We're gonna get some more parts over here. Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom, well-meaning, but
yeah, they're all messed up.
More than slightly confused.
Life's too short to hang out with a bunch of ass bags.
That's the one. I love that song.
And we're way too young to waste precious time with dickweed. And you'll know one when you see one, 'cause he'll look a lot like me. Life's too short. Dun, dun, dun. Life's just way too blank and short. Life's too short to hang out with a bunch of ass bags.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
My most recent marriage was a disaster. It made the wreck of the Edmunds Fitzgerald look like a fender bender.
Wow. Sorry to hear that.
Hello.
And you remember Lord's famous line about gun control, more or less.
Yes. The relationship taught me a lot. It taught me they won't sell you a handgun if you're crying.
Oh, yeah.
And the sign said anybody caught trespassing will be shot on sight. So I jumped over the fence and yelled at the house, "Hey, what gives me?"
Hi, this is Bob and Tom 24/7. My name is Jim Gaffigan. I have to go and, well, I just had a
Talk back button. More coming up.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee on vacation. That's Jessica Alsman at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin. He's in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
Hey, there's Josh Arnold.
Chick, thank you for the donuts this morning.
You're welcome. At the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair, there's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
I got a great letter this morning.
Oh.
From Mike, writing from Wisconsin, and he and his buddies every fall they have a special thing they do at Packer games. They do retro beer tailgating, and he gave us a list of some of those great beers that they have.
That's fun. Huh?
Schlitz, PBR, Old Style, Grain Belt, Blatz. God, I hadn't heard about Blatz beer in years. Thanks, Mike. Sounds like fun. Got this letter.
Remember Carling, Hey Mabel, Black Label.
Carling Black Label
Carling
beer.
Black Label.
This is from another Tom, apparently. This guy works for the FX Matt Brewery in Utica, New York. They make Utica Club, which, interestingly enough, was the first beer sold after the repeal of Prohibition in 1933.
And they're crazy proud of it up there. I like it, yeah.
Isn't that great? The ultimate retro beer.
Yes, it really is.
And he says, hey, Josh, hey, Willie, come on back up to Utica, do another show.
Oh, okay.
I'll be your tour guide. Well, thank you, Tom. What a nice letter. We certainly appreciate that. And I do think that we should send Willie and Chick to a Packer game and do the retro tailgate.
I'd love it.
Depends on who's playing. What time of year?
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
You want it to be cold, right?
It got to be cold. Got to be cold.
Okay,
Lambeau.
We can set that up for you.
I bet we can.
Lambeau.
Now
you're going to go to Lambeau.
Nice.
We were going to send Willie and Ace to Vegas for a game, and that didn't happen.
Do you think they limbo at Lambeau?
I think they do limbo at Lambeau.
With bimbos?
Sometimes there are limboing bimbos in Lambeau.
Out there in the parking lot. Tailgating?
Yep.
Hey, Lindy, you want
next to the
Lindy,
Lambos.
You want to go to Lambeau and Limbo?
I drove a Lambo to Lambeau, and where I did a limbo with a bimbo.
Do they watch Rambo?
What kind of car do you drive there?
A Lambo, I said.
We just said that.
Sorry.
See, part of conversation is you listen.
I
was trying to come up with the next
I
one,
know
okay, you
were.
jackass.
I was in costume as that famous Sylvester Stallone character, the mercenary. What is it?
Rambo.
That's right. Yeah, I was dressed as Rambo when I drove my Lambo to Limbo with a bimbo.
Go ahead, your turn.
I don't have a turn.
Well, you're not going to participate?
I was listening to Josh talk.
Sorry. Anyone else have some wheels turning? They got a Limbo.
Got them all out, I think.
Or it just feels like
Limbo puns. How low can you go?
Okay.
There's
Limbo
not a
puns.
syllable of that was
How
funny.
low can
Nothing.
you go?
All of that, and no one mentioned leaping at Lambeau.
Let's
My
return to the
gosh.
news desk. Coming up, by the way, sexy time with Allie Breen. No slurps? Okay. What do you got over there?
HBO is reportedly close to signing a deal for a Harry Potter TV series.
With hobos. We're limboing with hobos at Lambeau, with a Lambo and a limbo and a hobo.
Now?
Give me a break. Never mind.
Who's the band? Los Lobos.
Love those guys.
I do too. Okay. Anyway, Harry Potter TV show.
Yeah,
A really big elephant, jumbo. Never mind. I'm done.
Deadline? Deadline reports that Warner Brothers is in talks with J.K. Rowling regarding the project. Should she come on board, work on the series would begin by looking for a new writer.
And she made sure that they said, should she come on board? Wanted to make it very clear.
Controversy. Aren't you really something?
Should J.K. come on board? Is that how?
I'll tell you what. I just was in Florida at the Harry Potter thing.
The wonderful wizarding world of Harry Potter.
And it was absolutely packed. So
very popular.
They've got. I think even though it's already been done, I think it would probably be very, very successful.
Now, is this are we going to see the original actors? What's the story?
No. I think the idea is to redo it from square one.
Oh, no kidding.
But as a TV with contemporary special effects stuff, they could probably really improve on the CGI.
Well, that, and if it's in the world of Harry Potter.
Look, the original movies had plenty of CGI.
No, but I mean, it's so much better now.
But with the TV series, you can get a lot more backstory on other characters probably along the way, as opposed to it just being...
But it's Hollywood.
Who wouldn't want that?
The origin of Tonks.
Yeah.
The entire
How did they come up with Hermione? Oh, she had her period. Great. Super.
That was a very special episode. Hermione had her period.
Hermione has her period. Okay, thanks very much.
Anita Temponia.
Isn't that what the owl or something like that?
I really hope they get into the menstruation in the world of Harry Potter.
Watch half of Hermione's wand disappear.
Was it Gary Oldman?
Oh, he was?
You started it.
Was it Gary Oldman in one of those movies?
He was Sirius Black.
Sirius Black, yeah, that's right.
That's what my boyfriend's hair looks like. Sirius Black right now. Like he's got the hairstyle.
That must be lovely.
It is. Looks like the mugshot and everything from the movie.
Really?
It's dreamy.
That's got
Indeed.
Sexy. Right?
Jealous?
Yeah, those are great books. But do you think what do they call it when you cross the when you have someone from another world enter Harry? Could you
transgendered? Oh, am I wrong? Oh, sorry.
No, you know what I mean. Like where Batman, it would be Batman versus Harry Potter.
Yeah, it really is a crossover, right?
A crossover. That's ridiculous. Okay, but it'll be fun, and I think it'll be incredibly successful.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah.
You're reading the books, right?
Yeah, I never did, and then Josh had told me they were great, but I was reading them, started reading them for the first time with my then 8-year-old daughter, and they're really well written and really fun.
Yeah,
have you read them all yet?
Not all of them, and I have only seen parts of the movies. I prefer the book, frankly, but yeah, that'll be cool. We'll go for it. Ladies and gentlemen.
Harry kills Ron and then himself. It's a real bummer of an ending.
Oh, jeez.
It would be fun if HBO did it and they made it very, very dark.
Harry Potter and the murder.
No, it'd be Barry Potter. Maybe not.
Like The Watchmen. Jeez. The internet was briefly treated to videos of an AI-generated Eminem rapping about cats before a record label had it taken down.
Is this Marshall Mathers or an Eminem?
Yes.
Okay.
Vice News Motherboard reports that Universal Music Publishing Group issued a takedown notice against a YouTuber who calls himself Grande. I believe that's how it's pronounced. Grande with extra Y's, claiming copyright infringement. Grande had used an AI-generated version of Eminem's voice to sing a ChatGPT-generated song about cats from the internet.
Silly.
Grande told Motherboard, since AI blew up in a relatively quick manner, the laws surrounding it are still ambiguous. So legally, it's difficult to say for sure if they even have the right to block AI-generated content or not.
This is going to be a huge issue.
But regardless of that, I still don't think it was right to take down my video and give my channel a strike, considering that the video was a satirical parody and was clearly labeled as AI-generated content, both in the title and the actual video itself.
Well, it's all well and good, but they are going to crack down.
Yes, and if he's trying to make money off of it.
They don't know what the rules are yet.
They'll figure them out pretty quickly here.
This was Eminem all about cats.
Mm-hmm.
Will the real Slim Tabby stand up?
Oh, Osmond, she lit up.
I want to hear all the cat puns, please.
Typically, animal raps are about bitches, primarily in the hip-hop tradition.
Oh.
Willie, your thoughts on your father's analysis?
They talk about the kitty a little bit, too. They get
sure will.
Why don't you talk about something else every day instead of hip-hop?
No, this is a thing. This is, right now, the technology is out there to have virtually anyone's voice, living or dead, can be reproduced by a robot that sounds exactly like him or her.
Yes. Oftentimes on this very show, a robot me will say things. Sometimes they are inappropriate, and it is not really me.
Damn it, Robot Josh.
Keep that in mind.
Josh Bob.
But then the question becomes, is there going to be 20 years from now AI Elvis?
Yes.
Touring with, what do they call it, with a hologram?
There is now, practically. They did that, right?
They're real close, man.
Tupac.
But now they can have original songs with their voices. This was nuts.
I mean, you could have Humphrey Bogart right now.
That's right. They'll get me to do the voice.
But they could do the documentary voiceover, and it would sound just like Bogart.
Or he could be in the new Star Wars movie. It's crazy. I mean, it's nuts.
So, and someone told me that they're actually some of the contracts now being signed in Hollywood specifically say they're not allowed to use in the future any voice generated from mine for other movies. But apparently for the Star Wars movies,
some families do sign off. Some estates. Don Rickles signed off for Toy Story.
Yeah, right. That's a famous one. But yeah, it's going to be real tough to know what's the real actor or famous person or not.
It's going to get weird. Well, we'll be dead.
Well,
the robots are going to take over before all this gets perfected.
Yeah, but I mean, the voice generated stuff's going to be everywhere real soon.
I'm just saying we might all be dead before then.
Well, that could happen any day anyway.
Yeah, it's really going to.
The Ruskies are losing their minds. They got one aimed right at your house.
I know, because I made a joke about Putin.
What is it about you that you like saying Rusky?
I just think that, as you know, the
Ruskies, the Red Menace.
It dehumanizes the enemy. Here's what we do.
The fluoride.
That's the first step, dehumanizing your enemy.
Okay. When we come back, we're going to be getting ready for Sexy Time with Allie Breen. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got a comment? Our email is bobandtom@bobandtom.com. More Bob and Tom next.
Hey man, it's Donnie Baker. Guess what? I saved up some money and bought this new badass spy camera. I swear to God I did. Check this thing out. Oh, this is the green room they talk about. Hey look, it's Early Man with a coke habit. This is badass. Oh, I swear to God. A real microwave? Who else is craving pizza rolls? Oh my God, and here's a snack table. Snickers peanut butter. That's got all 4 food groups. Plus it's squared. Eureka! Mountain Dew from both the northern and southern states. Oh, this has real sugar. Oh, that's going to help my metabolism. I'm loading these down. That's the great thing about Zubaz. It's like a kangaroo. I got a pouch on both sides.
Donnie?
There's a
I haven't seen you forever. How have you been?
I'm good. Just
Donnie,
getting
what are you doing?
free samples.
Donnie, we've talked about this. I thought I told you that it's one for you. We have so many people.
Well, I've been caller 9 16 times.
Donnie,
what are you going to
talked about this?
So I've had a pretty good adventure with this spy camera. Need to pinch the bridge for a second. I would highly recommend this spy camera. There's so much you can do, and you'll never be caught. I swear to God, I'm Donnie Baker, and I approve this message. Who are you? Stop spying on me!
We already called the cops. You might want to get moving. You might be able to get out of here before they get here.
And this is a DNA sample. I gotta go.
A Skittle?
Hey, guy, it's Kid Tarmac. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Kid Tarmac.
Hey, it's Mark Allison. Did you know Donnie Baker going to be on the road this weekend? That's right, Friday night, April 7th at the Corvette Museum in Bowling Green, Kentucky. It's a great museum if you've never been there, and you get a bonus of seeing Donnie Baker live on stage. Again, that's this Friday night, April 7th, the Corvette Museum in Bowling Green, Kentucky, right there off the interstate. Also, Saturday, April 8th, Donnie Baker will be driving his new Corvette to the Preston Arts Center in Henderson, Kentucky. That's right, it's a Kentucky swing this weekend for Donnie Baker. Find out more about that man and his appearances in Kentucky this weekend. Bowling Green Friday night, Henderson, Kentucky Saturday at DonnieBaker.com. Rolling through a Wednesday with you right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning, I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed. Have you always dreamed of going to the paradise that is Hawaii? Well, you may have to pay more for it if you plan to go anytime soon. Taking care of Hawaii's unique natural environment takes time, people, and money. Now Hawaii wants tourists to help pay for it as more tourists choose hiking over golf. With social media driving them to increasingly remote places, lawmakers propose having tourists pay for a year-long license or pass to visit state parks and trails. The amount is still to be determined. The governor campaigned last year on a platform of having all tourists pay a $50 fee to enter Hawaii. Lawmakers have promoted their parks approach instead. Either policy would be a first of its kind for a U.S. state. Well, for those of you who are gamers out there, Klaus Tuber, creator of the beloved Catan board game in which players compete to establish settlements on a fictional island, has died after a brief illness, according to a statement from his family. He was 70 years old. The board game, originally called The Settlers of Catan when introduced in 1995, based on a set of hexagonal tiles, has sold millions of copies and is available in more than 40 languages. It also has spawned dozens of spin-offs and new editions, including electronic versions and hundreds of products related to the game. And that's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey man, it's Donnie Baker, and the fact remains there's nothing better than being a VIP. And I don't mean like his dudes on Pervert Row at Xanadu's. I'm talking about a Bob and Tom VIP. Best thing, you'll never miss another minute of the show. I swear to God, you can hear the show here in the morning, and then because you're a Bob and Tom VIP, you'll get the podcast of the entire show, a 12-month library of podcasts, hundreds of Bob and Tom comedy tapes, and a 60-day video archive of the show. Bob and Tom VIP. You have to get it. It's state law.
Hey, this is comedian Ron White, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Morning, Bob and Tom Show.
Yes, if I could just have a few minutes of your time, I'd like to speak with you today about the joys of water sports. Is this Bob and or Tom?
This is this is Bob.
Yeah, perhaps you already own a boat. However, this is a wonderful opportunity for you to upgrade your boat.
Shut up, Randy. Read the script I wrote. Upgrade boats. I want them to buy one.
I almost got him, Donnie. Okay. So the badass wave buster, beast on the water.
And tell Chick he looks thinner and he'll buy it.
You get a free tube if you're not a lard queen or like pork.
I ain't even gave my pager number, man.
Donnie, all right, I'm not going to do this anymore, Donnie.
Get back to work, Randy. You screwed it up anyway.
Bob and Tom.
For your information, these are two of the worst kids I have ever encountered in my life, and I worked the state fair.
We were stupid before stupid was cool.
Today's Cliff Notes Theater, the monumental epic movie, Titanic.
Oh. Man, this is some boat. Uh-oh.
This has been Cliff Notes Theater. Cliff Notes Theater, when you just don't have time to set through the whole movie.
And the announcer for the Super Friends, dead on too, by the way. I don't know who that guy was.
Yeah, he was the guy who was after Ted Knight. Ted Knight did the original ones.
Right.
Meanwhile, back at the Hall of Justice, Jackie and Sarah and Monroe, get ready. Aquaman, I want you on the golf course in 5 minutes. Chop, chop.
Hey, Superman, you gonna free bowl of soup with that hat or what? Talk to the judge.
You don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee on vacation. She's not being married as far as we know. That's the current rumor on the internet that we're saying vacation, she's away on her honeymoon. We don't know. That might be the case, but she hasn't told us because... Why, Josh?
Because she's smart.
And she hates us.
Yeah.
There's Jessica Alsman at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
Hey, there's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
At the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby. There's Willie Griswold.
I thought Christy was going to show up at WrestleMania like Dennis Rodman did when he left the Bulls for a couple of
Oh,
years.
that'd been awesome.
That would have been awesome.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Getting emails suggesting that Christy is eloping as we speak.
She swore she was not doing that, but
you never know.
That's what somebody who elopes would say, right?
Yeah.
Well, if she comes back having had sex for the first time, we'll know.
That's right.
Boy, it is good.
I really wanted to have a bachelorette party for her. She said she wasn't interested.
Oh, what? No, let's do it on air. I want a penis straw for my coffee.
No.
We should totally do a bachelorette
We'd
party
have
on air.
Allie come in. It'd be so much fun.
Oh, nothing sounds fun yet. Keep
Get smashed and dance until our feet
anything
give
about each of
out.
us get $500,000? Nope, I am not hearing fun.
We can make Pat do a comedy show and just get drunk and yell at him the whole time.
I can just see things like, hey, Christy, could you ask your attorney to get out of the way before this guy gives you his lap dance? Okay. Oh, wait a minute. See what would happen would be.
You know, there is something, though, that makes me laugh when a man's dancing like that and all he has is something covering his,
Yeah, and it just kind of flops.
It's just flopping up and down.
It is funny.
That is funny.
Pretty funny. Look at that wang flop.
That is funny
ridiculous.
stuff.
Okay. Let's just go back over to the news desk. What have we got over there?
Firefighters in Washington State rescued a parachutist that got caught in a tree. Central Mason Fire and EMS said crews responded to the Mason County recreational area.
Man, look at that cat stuck in the tree.
Where they said
it's a cool
Right,
cat. I should
right.
have said cool cat.
I ain't seen a cooler cat.
Cooler cat stuck in a tree.
Okay. I like these old white jazz guys.
Dr. John.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, that's right.
Man,
Hey, it's 2020 vision,
That's
Clancy.
who would do it.
He's
Cool
white and
cat
can
stuck
see
in a
clear as a
tree.
bell. He's not blind.
That rules.
They said the parachutist avoided hitting the high-capacity Bonneville power lines when he became entangled in a tree.
Not the Bonnevilles.
Poor guy.
Firefighters were unable to use a ladder truck due to swampy terrain, so a 35-foot ground ladder was erected at the scene to allow firefighters to reach the trapped man.
Well, the ladder, a better option than cutting the tree down. Hey, cover your head.
Okay. Just before it gets to the ground, you jump, okay?
Now you're going to hear us yell timber.
You got the first 15,000 feet.
You know what he
It's
said?
the last 25 that are the bitch.
Up in the tree, he said, "What's going on down there?"
Oh, yeah, he is a cool cat.
He's still a cool cat.
This guy,
Yeah.
this guy's troublesome, I think.
Kyle Whiteman.
That's me.
Yeah.
Best guy in the Minneapolis Jazz scene.
They call him the ghost. He's so
I don't get it. I don't get the ghost.
The parachutist was not injured. He just needed assistance getting untangled and down from the tree.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, we had one a couple weeks ago where the guy was in the wires.
Being shocked?
No, they got him. I remember they had
And
to.
the Wichita lineman.
They had to turn off the power for a lot of people.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because they didn't want the guy to get fried.
Yes, yeah, that would have been a bummer.
Is that how it works? If he lands just on the wire and doesn't touch anything else, he's safe?
I think it kind of depends. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Kind of like if a bird lands on a wire, it's cool, but if it touches that little transformer guy in the process.
I'm not sure. This is why you want to have your professionals.
Well, someone go try out for me and let me know.
Okay.
Oh. Encouraging our listeners to climb poles.
Lawsuit number 12 by my count.
What else is happening? Alls?
Well, the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 soundtrack just got released. I don't know if
Again?
anyone saw this.
They're fun, man. They're fun movies.
There's some newer songs, but maybe you are familiar. Have you ever heard of The? Is it The?
Yes.
The.
Real clever, fellas.
All right, boys, hold it down. Let's come up with a name.
Are they
okay?
Australian, maybe?
I'm not too sure.
They had a...
They're going to be on the soundtrack?
Yeah, This Is the Day is
Okay.
on there. We've got Radiohead, Creep, an acoustic version. Hearts on there with Crazy on You. The band Rainbow, Since You've Been Gone.
Since you've been gone. Little Dio for that ass?
No, thank you.
Oh, come on.
That's a good one.
Dio. No Dio in that one.
Oh, you're right. That was post Dio, wasn't it?
Yeah, you can almost...
Grand Bonnet.
Yeah.
That's a good song.
It is a good song.
Have you heard of Space Hog?
Oh, yeah. Is it the song
In the Meantime? That's what's on?
That's a great song.
Okay, I'm sorry. The is English, not Australian.
Oh, okay.
Glad we cleared that up.
The.
But this was the was it the first one or the second one that brought back the LSD song?
Lakeshore Drive?
Yeah,
Lakeshore Drive.
I think it was, volume 2.
Because the director's from St. Louis, right?
Yeah.
And that song was a big hit in St. Louis and in Chicago.
And apparently nowhere else.
Yeah.
I never heard it.
We actually were lucky enough to talk with Skip Haynes, who was one of the writers and singers of that song. And he did a custom, I don't know if you've ever heard this also, he did a custom version of the Lakeshore Drive song for us.
There ain't no road just like it. Anywhere I found the burning south with Josh Arnold getting into town.
Nice.
Just slipping on by with Josh.
Oh, so great.
Josh, I love to watch you enjoy yourself.
And also,
I grew up with that song.
With respect to the movies, that's the one that I got to get this right. There was only, I think, one cassette manufacturer in the United States that was still making audio cassettes, and after that movie came out, they had a huge boost in their manufacturing quotas because people were out there buying cassettes.
Wow.
I always loved cassettes. I still have a bunch of them.
Do you still have a Walkman that can play a cassette?
No. I don't think so, but I have a cassette.
And having
player.
a Walkman as a kid was just the best.
It was.
I mean, trust me, I'm way happier with my phone and some Raycons, but the being able to have your music on the go.
But it's really interesting how when you see little kids, they'll be singing some, pretty soon you'll see your 10-year-old singing, "Since You've Been Gone." You think, where'd they learn that? And that's where they got it. Some of these great songs are resurfacing in lots of different movies. What else is on there? Did you read them all? Alice
Cooper, I'm Always Chasing Rainbows.
Oh.
That'll be on there.
Yeah, probably didn't go with Only Women Bleed. Boy, that's got to be one of the worst songs ever written.
We've got an Earth, Wind, and Fire song.
Which one?
Reasons.
Oh, that's not. That's a rare misstep, in my opinion.
Okay, that one doesn't come to mind.
Reasons. Philip Bailey sings way too high on that one. Yeah.
Philip Bailey always sings high. That's what he does.
Sometimes it's good though, but it's not good on Reasons.
Who else?
You want to hear? You play Reasons. It sounds exactly.
Give me a second. Give me a second. I'll find it.
Shut up.
In the meantime, what do you?
The Flaming Lips will be on there. Do You Realize?
Oh, yeah, I like that. I like that.
Only Flaming Lip songs of the Wand. That's it. Go on.
Well, that is good, too.
Faith No More. We Care a Lot.
We Care a Lot. Dun, 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 dun. That's a good one.
I'm not really familiar with this. It's Aamic. I'm not going to try it. I'm sorry. I'm not familiar with this at all. The Mowglis.
Oh, the Mowglis.
The Mowglis, San Francisco.
Oh, Jungle Book. Yeah, reference. Sure.
It is. That's, yeah.
You got X with the song Poor Girl.
I don't know that. X. I know the XX, but I don't know X.
Beastie Boys, No Sleep Till Brooklyn.
Love that song.
That'll be used fond in that movie. You know it will.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Beastie Boys, I don't know. Go ahead, listen to it. Go ahead.
What do you mean? You don't like Beastie Boys?
No. The song, I don't know. It's very good. Go ahead. Sorry.
Wait a minute. That's not it.
Nope, that's not it.
Michael McDonald.
That's Michael McDonald. Dave
Or it'll be Bautista looking at some alien blob and falling in love with it. And, we're on to you, Gum.
Philip Bailey is the greatest. Easy Lover, the Phil Collins thing he did with Philip Bailey.
He sings high there.
That's what he does.
That's good there.
His voice is
good here.
You got Florence and the Machine will be on there, so a newer song.
That's very modern.
Dog Days Are Over. Bruce Springsteen, Badlands. The Replacements, I Will Dare.
I should replace that.
That joke snuck up on me.
Thank you very much.
And of course, Redbone, come and get your love.
All right.
Oh, they'll probably close with that, and it'll bookend the whole trilogy.
And then the letters will come up and the end. Question mark?
Chick,
But the question mark will be Groot. It'll be bent, and
it's going to happen, and I'm going to love it, you guys. I'm going to love it. I'll eat it up.
I'm going to fire around at the screen. It said, the end? Question mark. What? No.
Oh, the end? Question mark.
There we go.
Drax will return.
Bautista's so funny. He's a genuinely
Have you seen
entertaining.
the Cabin movie with Sham and Lemon?
No.
Not bad. It was not bad.
I read the book, but
Oh, Josh read a book. Cool.
oh, the great Paul Tremblay. Yeah, it's a good book. Paul
What's coming up? We got a little bit of Allie
We got
Breen
sexy
for
time.
you. But right now, is it time to talk about what's going on in the world of? No, it's not. Okay,
No, not really. I think
I'm missing something over here.
It says it's supposed to talk about Angie and how Angie List has become Angie.
Well,
sure, I'd be happy to talk about
do
it.
it for us.
Here in
I'm a
black and
big,
white.
big fan. I recently needed some work. Well, it hasn't happened yet, but I got on Angie and I found the roofer I need. I found them out of 220,000 pros that Angie has on their network. Over 150 million consumers have been served to date by Angie. They're your home for everything home. They don't just get your home projects done, they get them done well. Angie has simplified finding help for some projects. In just a few taps in the Angie app or clicks on the site, you can have Angie tackle your home service project from start to finish. Or you can research and connect with local pros for your specific project.
That's right. Tap that app.
And by the way, when I said some projects earlier, I meant, pretty much anything and everything you need for your home. And Angie can help you get a fair price for your project. No surprise fees, no costs that sneak up on you and ruin everything. No, Angie has projects that are priced up front. They clearly lay out the cost before you buy. Angie, well, my go-to now for all types of projects. They can help you with hundreds of projects from small repairs to major remodels. Angie is my go-to for anything I need to get done around the house. If only they vacuumed and did windows, huh? Angie!
you can probably get Windows.
I guarantee it. Download the free Angie mobile app today or visit Angie.com. That's ANGI.com.
Thank you very much, Josh Arnold. Coming up, Sexy Time with Allie Breen. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hello, this is comedian John Evans. Padoom, 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 and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Thanks so much for listening to the
Ow. Oh, back.
Oh, hey, Josh. What's wrong?
My back is sore, my legs.
What's in your shoe?
Nothing. I mean, here, look, nothing.
Joshua, you have to have proper support. Orange insoles.
Orange insoles, you say?
Yeah, look.
Yeah, I see them.
Look at this. They're great.
Yeah. Orange insoles. I'll give them a shot.
Great. See you later, buddy.
Give it a... Oh. Yippee! I can mow and dance while I do it. Ha! No more pain. Thank you, orange insoles.
Josh, did you get orange insoles?
Jessica, I sure did. Thanks to orange insoles, I feel great.
Terrific. See you later.
Orange insoles. Feel better, do more.
The Bob and Tom Show.
Are you a computer geek?
No. I see. I didn't grow up with computers. That's why children have the advantage. They slip out the womb. They're born with a password.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you look at the ultrasound, you see the sex of the child whose internet provider is going to be.
So you're an email guy then?
Oh, no. Well, I check my email. I never get real emails. They're all junk. I got a junk box, and the junk box is like, look, we don't even have time to sort out this stuff. And it's all burn DVDs, lose weight, consolidate debt, and then be like young teen sluts, whores, triple X. Thousands of it. And then I got a weird one in the middle that says, do you need a birdhouse? And I actually got that. I'm like, who's the birdhouse guy? And then every day I get this email. Jim, do you want to enlarge your penis? Yep. And how did I get on the small Willy email list? That is the real
problem. Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Talking about the biggest Dolly Parton lookalike contest taking place.
How about that?
Well, I believe you forgot the one that occurred in the movie Urban Cowboy, you know.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
The sad part about the contest was the main judge was Charlie Daniels. And he couldn't pick a winner on account he's been blind since he was a baby.
No, Mr. Daniels was not blind.
Tragic story.
Just wearing sunglasses.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Greg Warren, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
It's the most talked about show on television, The Bachelorette, where 25 eligible bachelors try to win the hand of one single woman. And now, Bob and Tom Television brings you a new twist on this hit show.
She's 30 and single. She's...
What the hell do you mean by that?
Oh, nothing. Meet Linda Jackson. Now, here come the fellas. Say hello to Todd Williams.
Hi, Linda. I'm really pleased to...
Yeah. Next.
And here's our next eligible guy. Say hello to...
Hold it. Are you really going to say each time, say hello to Dick Ding Dong or whatever? Jesus.
Okay. Here he is, Jerry Peterson.
Hello, Linda. I can't tell you how happy I am to finally meet you.
Right. What do you do, Jerry?
Well, I own my own consulting business and...
consulting, eh? And when did you lose your Amway dealership, Jerry?
Huh? Sheesh. What a bitch.
She's the Bachelorette. She's single, pissed off, and is looking for money. Lots of money.
Hi, I'm Linda.
I'm Phil.
Yeah. Did you forget something?
No, I don't think so.
Any gift?
Gift? I didn't know that we were...
Bye-bye, loser.
Wow! Tune in to Bob and Tom TV and see why she's called the Bachelorette. She's on the prowl, and she's got...
Shut your hole and bring on the rich numbnuts.
On Bob and Tom TV.
Well, there you go. There's a show I'd watch.
Yeah.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Are the stars out tonight? I don't care if it's cloudy or bright, 'cause I'm blind.
Jeez.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
I can hear you, oh no. You're talking out your ass again.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Who was the first person to have their ass in a sling? Is anybody? Hi, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee is on vacation, evidently getting married or having a baby, or I don't know. Consequently, Jessica Alsman at the news desk. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
At the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair, it's Josh Arnold?
That's correct.
Yes,
thank
that's
you.
right. There's Ace Cosby. There's Willie Griswold.
I thought it was John. That's my brother.
That's what I've been calling him.
It's not John?
Been calling him
That's
John
my
for
brother.
7 years.
Yes.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
What are your brothers' names again?
Jeffrey Bryan.
Jay.
I'm Joshua Matthew.
Jay.
Jonathan Larry.
Jay.
Joseph Alvin.
Jeff, Josh, James.
Jeff, Josh, John, Joe.
Jesus. What about Jesus?
And in May,
The unspoken Arnold.
Jeff
Jesus
will be
Arnold.
50 in May. I'll be 45 in May. John will be 43 in June. And Joe is, he just turned 41.
Ah, Cuban twins.
Well, there was a 10-year period. Your parents were doing the devil's business.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you this. Are your nieces and nephews all Jays?
They aren't. No, there's not a J among them.
Uh-oh. You know what that means?
No, what does it mean?
Well, it's obvious. Time to turn to Allie Breen. There she is.
Hey, guys, that's like the Kardashian thing you got going on there.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're equally
the
as
male
hot.
Kardashian.
Now,
Yes.
okay, it's whenever we have Allie on, it's like a game show. Where's Allie? You look beautiful today, Allie, but I can't tell
thank you.
where you are. Is that a hotel?
No, I'm actually at my friend's barn in Florida.
That's a barn?
Well, it's the guest house off the barn.
Okay.
The Ritz of barns.
Looks lovely, yeah.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
It's great. Is Christy in Florida eloping? I'm going to crash it if she is.
We
Right?
think she's in
Where is she
Arizona.
vacationing?
We're not sure about the eloping part.
Gotcha.
Followed quickly by "We don't care." But, oh no, I didn't mean to say that out loud.
Now, I know, Allie, you're going to be on
That's not
Kennedy
true.
tomorrow night.
Yes.
The
Yeah,
show,
I'll be
not
back in
any
New
of,
York.
not any of the.
No, the juniors.
Now here's Allie Green with some comedy.
I want you to
That's right.
undress.
If I'd had a Volkswagen.
I got to get on Kennedy with you. That'd be fun. You and I joking it up with old Lisa. That's right. I know her first name.
Wow.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Now, the way this show works is you can reach Allie by going on social media to ALLIBREEN. Tell us your love troubles. And we have a panel here of semi-experienced, not necessarily knowledgeable or wise people. We'll try to solve your problem.
Not a lot of critical thinking.
Yeah, okay. What do you got, Allie?
Not very qualified people. Dear Allie, my boyfriend wants me to move in with him. He has a nice 2-bedroom condo, but one room is just for his comic book toys. He refuses to move them or get rid of anything. I don't need my own room, obviously, but a guest room where we could both store our stuff and have friends stay would be way better than that. Do I make this a sticking point?
No.
There should be a compromise.
No.
Throw a futon
Yeah.
in there, and
It's
then
his
he
place.
can still keep. Well, yeah, but at least
If he's inviting her, though, it's going to be both at their place.
yeah.
Is he paying the rent?
Fair question: is she contributing?
And people say chivalry is dead.
I don't know. I mean,
We have a lot of stuff at our house, but it's in the basement because it's a nice space for the. It's a finished basement. There you go.
I had a horror movie room, and when a girlfriend moved in with me, I went ahead and moved all that stuff into a closet and made myself like a cool horror movie closet. Well, by the way, I'm using the word cool very generously. And then, some other stuff could go in.
well, then when she exited, did you redo the room back?
I didn't. I did not, no. No, now it's a shrine to our broken love.
Right. You got that? I got a few.
A mannequin in her pajamas wearing her perfume.
You still have her shampoo in your shower just in case, things like that.
No, it's no, I did not. But because the closet ended up being real cool. So this guy could find that consolidating and having his own area instead of a whole room, he may enjoy a little better.
I don't know.
So, do most guys have a thing that they need to keep in a room, like a horror
I don't
theme
think so.
or comic?
I don't know, Willie. Do you? So let's say a woman were going to move into your place. Would you have to consolidate a bunch of football stuff, or
no more bongs in the living room? Probably.
Yeah.
Probably put all like the sports stuff would probably go in like the room I work out instead of in the living room.
I like living in a girly house.
So, dude, so do I.
Am I? Do a lot of guys? I like a woman's touch in a home.
You know what I like? When you go into the bathroom of a lady's house and they got that little like container with oil, the little sticks coming out of it. Man, I got
the diffuser.
Yeah, that thing is great.
Those never taste as good as they look.
Yeah, and sometimes they crack when they're halfway up your ass. What are the? Oh, that's not what they're for.
Yeah,
I thought they were like anal Q-tips.
I say yes. You can talk to him about, maybe moving some stuff into that room.
No, I say no. It must mean a lot to this guy. Let him have his little party room. It's his apartment.
If she's worried about this, maybe they shouldn't move in together.
Sounds like a cool guy.
Oh.
Let him have his Superman room, whatever the hell it is.
Sounds like a cool guy. Let him have his Superman room.
It's not Superman. It's Kal-El, actually.
He's not wrong.
God, I used to know that. Is Jor-El the dad?
Jor-El's Marlon Brando, yeah.
Okay.
And I will tell you, my son, that you will rocket toward the earth.
That's so good, chick.
Thank you very much.
That's what I did.
Allie, what do you think?
I think, I don't know. I would not want a whole comic book themed room. And if you made it into a guest room and it's half comic book themed, that still seems weird to me. I think Josh is onto something. You can make a closet out of stuff. But adults obsessed with comic book stuff is a little weird to me.
Well, that's a bigger picture issue than where the stuff is.
It's probably very collectible, and it's actually worth a lot of money. So he can say, actually, there's value.
Right. In some ways, it's an investment.
Right. This room is worth a ton of money.
Let me ask you this, Allie. You have a boyfriend. You've discussed him many times on the show.
Sure.
Does he live with you?
No, we are not living together.
I see.
We're at each other's places a lot, but we don't,
Been kind of a long time. Huh?
I know.
Now,
something off the pod.
Let's just say, do you have a 1 or 2 bedroom place? You have like one, right?
No, there is an actual little like extra room.
What's in it?
There's kind of it's like a guest room. There's like a little tiny bed. It's like there's one room with a single bed and then our room with like a regular queen size bed.
Now,
so there is space for you.
Does your boyfriend does he have any kind of peculiar hobby of some sort that you'd be averse to having all of his whatever they might be?
Just video games,
live rabbits, whatever he's into.
No,
video games. He's a gamer.
Gamer, yeah, video games, but that's just all out everywhere. Yeah, there's nothing like themed in one room or whatever.
Okay, so you'd be cool with that?
Display. If there was a theme.
No, you'd be cool if he moved in.
Well, let's not put her on the spot in that way.
I like having our own space to go to, but we practically live together anyways. Yeah, I'd be okay with moving fully in, but I don't know, no rush.
It's nice to have the option to be by yourself when you need to be.
Especially with apartments in New York being small. It's not like there's a lot of space to get away from each other.
Yeah.
So.
Well, if that's not one of the peculiarities you don't like about him, what is one of them?
What do you hate most about your man?
I'm just kidding. Let's get to our next letter, Allie. Sorry.
Okay. Dear Allie, I'm in a 20-year marriage and I travel occasionally for work. I have hooked up twice in that time, which I think is actually a decent record, but I've never actually had sex out of respect for my wife. So simple question, is oral considered cheating?
Oh, okay.
I've never actually had out of respect for my wife.
So they've hooked up, but never actually had intercourse. He has not had
out of respect for his wife.
That's right. He loves her.
That's right.
That's a hilarious thing.
The question is,
that's the old the old poem.
Is everything but intercourse
considered non
to her, to your wife? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh my gosh.
So yes, you have cheated on your wife.
Yeah.
People are putting things in places that they aren't your wife's. In you know what I mean?
Yeah.
How do I say
I'm not sure what you mean, but
you don't go out to eat with someone else, if that makes sense.
Well, you don't have to get all Mike Pence. You can still.
The former vice president, famous for saying that he.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Now that's out of respect to his wife.
Yeah.
What you're doing is not out of respect.
Also, why'd you say you think you're setting a new record? You're not playing Galaga. You're cheating on your wife.
Yeah, I like how proud of himself he is.
I'm not defending the guy
Is he
necessarily.
saying that he's practice restraint?
Yes. What I'm saying is he's probably had way more opportunities, and there's a chance that some people that he works with that he knows, their numbers are way higher than his, and so he thinks he's doing better.
Man.
And they probably won't stop telling him about those numbers. The Kenny Tarmacs of the world.
Yes.
Okay. Let's get our next letter. Allie Breen. Once again, it's ALLIBREEN. The show is Sexy Time. And you got love troubles, we're here to help.
Dear Allie, my wife told me recently that she hooked up with some girls in college. I work with a really cute bisexual girl, and I proposed finding a way to hook them up while I watch. I don't even want to join, but my wife is mad at me that I would be willing to share her. Should I keep trying or just drop it?
Absolutely.
Perseverance.
Don't listen to her. Hang in there, buddy.
Yeah.
Keep trying.
You'll get there.
You're trying to sell her off, basically? Like, hey, why don't you come do my woman? Hey, come on, you like it, lady. Let me watch.
Look, you proposed it.
Put a couple of pictures in the refrigerator, stuff like that. She'll open it.
You proposed it. She got upset. That's your answer.
Be lucky you didn't get slapped.
That's your answer. It's okay. Now she shouldn't be. She should get over it. You were just checking. You were just asking.
Oh, she should get over it if he keeps.
No. Now.
Okay.
If he stops, she should get over it.
He just threw it out there. You don't get if you don't ask, right?
Exactly. The squeaky wheel gets the oil. Grease, yeah, thank you.
The squeaky wheel gets the KY. I don't have an answer for this one.
Well,
I like how proud all of these men are. This guy's really proud of himself. I don't even want to join. I just want her to do stuff while I watch.
Right. So, okay. Asked and answered.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Next.
Dear Allie, question for the guys. The porn guys watch, is that what you're into, or is that just what you're curious to see? My boyfriend watches some really freaky stuff, and I don't know if that means he wants to eventually get there or if it's just stuff he likes to see.
He can't wait to do that stuff. Are you kidding me?
As the great Nick Griffin said, people like chocolate chip cookies, but they don't like to watch videos of other people eating chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah, I have a real problem with that premise.
So whatever you say or whatever you're watching, I would think you're into it. Why waste time watching something you're not into?
I think the idea here of the letter is that I
don't think there's a problem.
They want to see what other crazy things are happening out there.
Yeah, but if he's watching it a lot, he wants to try it. Look, I shouldn't say that. There's a strong chance he wants to try it. I watch porn.
I don't know about that.
The porn I watch is stuff I want to do.
But the most popular porn is like step family porn, and I don't think people actually want to do that stuff. I think they just like
I'm sorry, Allie.
You're wrong. I want to sleep with my stepdad so bad.
Well, it makes sense. He is rich.
No, his name is Rich. He's not actually.
I'm going around the room.
That question is probably one that should be asked of someone who studied this sort of thing.
You're right. That's really interesting.
That's a really good question, and I'm sure there's a psychologist or a sex researcher that would know the answer.
Because I love watching horror films. I don't want to be chased through the woods by a guy with a chainsaw.
Yes, you do, and have sex with Leatherface. We all know it, and that's okay.
He's right. He's right.
Allie Breen is our guest. Allie Breen will be on the show Kennedy tomorrow evening. And Allie can be reached, ALLIBREEN. Tell us your love troubles. We have time for one more letter at least, Allie. What have you got?
Dear Allie, my girlfriend always admonishes me in public. She'll tell me I'm not letting anyone else talk, or she'll say that's enough if I'm complaining about something.
It
makes it awkward for everyone.
What?
But she says it's my behavior that's making it awkward for everyone, and that she's the one making it better. Do I need to get other people to rally to tell her I'm right? How do I handle this?
No, you should just go watch the movie Gaslight real quick and then get back to her.
What you need is a pink slip, I think.
It sounds like she's trying to be your mom.
That would be amazing.
It's weird. You're done, honey.
Yeah.
That's enough.
Eat your peas, honey.
Yeah, that's weird.
There's a chance, though, that she's way right, isn't there? Like,
Yeah.
that this guy is just a whiny windbag.
Oh, yeah.
What do we, I mean, sir, I don't know that you are. I'm just saying. You have to.
We don't have enough information.
No, we don't. So.
Well, maybe he should get his friends to rally them, because maybe they'll be like, dude, you're the problem. Maybe when he tries to get them to tell her.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he'll find out one way or another.
Yeah, conduct a survey.
Yes, conduct a survey.
See what they think.
But she shouldn't try to control him. You know, if he embarrasses himself, that's on him, not her. So
I would agree.
But no, maybe he's embarrassing her.
it's not her problem. She shouldn't worry about it.
Maybe he's one of those guys at mid-story. Hey, listen, I'll finish this off. I got a dump.
yeah.
She's going, Rufus, for God's sake.
That's enough.
That's enough.
You don't have to tell everybody what you're going to do.
She's not a problem at all. She's just being a normal person.
I like the idea of knowing how old the person is that writes this, because what if it is like an 80-year-old going, she's always yelling at me, telling me that's enough.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God.
Well, Allie, have a great show tomorrow night. Are you on stage this weekend?
Yes, I'll be at Sheba's Speakeasy on Friday and the comic strip on Saturday.
Cool.
All right. Well,
I hope on Kennedy you guys find something to talk about.
We will try.
Not a lot happening this week.
Yeah, exactly. Nothing in political.
They give you the topics just before you go on the air?
They do, yeah. It's a few hours earlier, and then they change them sometimes as things change. But yeah, And usually she keeps it pretty light on her show.
Yeah, she's fun.
So it should be fun.
Okay,
yeah.
good. All right. Thanks so much, Allie. Always a pleasure.
Thanks, guys.
Bye, Allie.
Now, we're going to come back with something very serious. A little bit of history for you, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Catch any part of the show you missed later today on our YouTube channel.
What do you want to hear?
Well, I was thinking
what song is it you want to hear?
I was thinking since it's summertime.
Yes.
And everyone's watching baseball, playing baseball. You have do you know your softball tribute?
Yeah, I can try to get through it better than I did the other one. Church League softball. Let's pull the key up.
Great idea.
There we go. Church League softball fist fight. Getting washed in the blood on a Tuesday night. What would Jesus do? Lord, he wouldn't do that. Knock hell out of a preacher with the softball bat. Well, the swinging shepherds from the sheep of the Savior were tied with the Sourwood Church of Christ, an example of some highly unholy behavior in a game that had already been protested twice. Something unbiblical must have been said for them to be aiming heat at a minister's head. Clocking the clergy ain't the thing to do, but neither's the high hard one on a 0-2. Church League softball fist fight, a bloody laying on of hands neath the left field lights, knocking out 4 teeth, getting a busted lip, ain't exactly my idea of Christian fellowship. Church League softball fist fight, rolling around the pitcher's mound, it just don't look right for nice people from the church and the Sunday school class to trade the cup of brotherhood for a can of whoop ass.
Thank you, Tim Wilson.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you.
I'm warning you, don't do that.
There's laughter ahead.
I should be having a better time if this is a party.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
That is. Thanks so much for tuning in to Bob and Tom 24/7. We learn a lot during the course of the Bob and Tom Show each and every day. Today, no exception. On the way, things we learned with Chick McGee and a look at history on this April the 5th with Professor Thomas B. Griswold. That's a look at history and things we learned right around the corner. Stay tuned. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Last night in the NBA, Joel Embiid strengthened his MVP bid with 52 points, 13 rebounds, and the NBA scoring leader carried the Philadelphia 76ers to a 103-101 win over the Celtics in Philly. Also winning last night in the NBA, Toronto, Milwaukee, Cleveland, Miami, Minnesota, Memphis, Houston, Sacramento, Atlanta, Phoenix, and Golden State. And LeBron James continues to march toward the playoffs. The Lakers win in overtime, beating Utah 135-133. NHL last night, Detroit, Toronto, New Jersey, Florida, St. Louis, Chicago, Seattle, and Edmonton all win in regulation. And Carolina, Nashville, and Colorado win in overtime. And Major League Baseball yesterday in interleague action, Miami over Minnesota, Pittsburgh beat Boston, Philly beat the Yankees, and Tampa Bay over Washington. In the American League, Toronto, Baltimore, Detroit, Seattle, and Oakland all win. And in the National League, Arizona, the Cubs, Milwaukee, Atlanta, and the Dodgers all win. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Hey, Shooter, it's Kenny Tarmac. Hey, we just landed. I'm an ORD, just got in from TPA through ATL. And hey, guess what else just landed? The Bob and Tom app. I know. Now, thanks to the Bob and Tom app, even if I have to go all the way from Foxtrot 20 down to Alpha 4, I can still listen live, see their videos, find an affiliate station, use the alarm, and even send a message. This is Kenny Tarmac signing off and reminding you, everything I touch turns to sold.
Hi, this is comedian Tim Cavanaugh, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
How many times have you been auditioning for like a civic theater production or a Broadway musical or a church show or a school show, something like that, and you had a great audition, you sang a song, maybe you told a joke or two, and then the director comes up to you and says,
Great audition, kid, and your resume looks good, but do you know any pig Latin?
You'll never be caught in this position again if you enroll now in Haji's Academy of Theatrical Arts and Pig Latin. At Haji Academy of Theatrical Arts and Pig Latin, you'll learn to act your way through some of the world's greatest theatrical masterpieces, and you'll do them entirely in Pig Latin. Things like Death of a Salesman. Old reruns of Hogan's Heroes.
Ink clay. Oh, yay, idiot, yay.
Oh, yay, Ice Ray, General J. Orculter Bay. And, of course, the classics of Shakespeare.
Ute eBay. Oye atne ute eBay. At they is ye aye eschenque. The way
There's still some financial scholarships available for women aged 18 to 25. Let me teach you to act in Pig Latin. For more information, write to Haji or phone 1-800-UKSHME. Do it now.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
With us in the studio, comedian Chad Daniels. Your wife is a college professor.
Yes.
Are you a college man?
No.
Ah.
That makes for
interesting contrast.
And her friends always remind me of it.
Oh, really?
Oh, really? Are they all college professors as well?
Most of them.
Mm-hmm.
We were out getting dinner one night, and her friends were like, "So, Chad, have you ever had Indian food?" And I was like, "Hello, Thanksgiving." Aren't you a history professor?
Yeah.
Didn't you know that? She has one friend from England that's always bragging about their language. We invented your language. You wouldn't have a language if it wasn't for us. Well, you spelled pneumonia with a P, stupid. Nat starts with a G, and you're bragging about that? And she goes, "You know what? They're silent. You know what? You better be silent before I stab you in your face with a knife."
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend. It's just a woman on a bus. That's how you know you're too high.
Bob and Tom.
If you irradiate poop, it will be sterile, but it's still poop.
You can pick your morning radio show.
Coming up, I'll give you the details in a minute.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee on vacation, maybe getting married. Maybe she's not coming back. I don't know. That's Jessica Alsman at the news desk.
Hey.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
Things we learned today on the Bob and Tom Show will feature Josh Arnold.
Oh, okay.
You covered a lot of ground today, buddy.
Oh, boy.
Josh is at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby. There's Willie Griswold. I'm Chick, and here's Tom.
Well, thank you very much, Chick McGee.
Yes, sir.
Before we get to things that we learned, we have to learn a few more things. This is the point of the show where we go back in history.
My brain's almost full.
And help you.
Time now for Today in History.
On this date in 1923, Firestone Tire and Rubber started making inflatable tires. Think about that.
Were they before, like, just solid rubber?
Rubber baby buggy bumpers.
Instead of filling these with rocks. You guys want to try something else?
I mean, round, too. That was also very helpful. This is interesting. In 1925, the great Babe Ruth collapsed from an ulcer during an exhibition game between the Yankees and the Dodgers.
Could have bled to death.
He was treated as they would back in the 1920s, treated with booze and cigars.
Oh, and chimney soot also.
Let's see. That's too sad. We'll skip that one. Just too sad. Let's get to some birthdays. The original Mr. T, Booker T. Washington, born in 1856.
The original Mr. T.
Yeah. He advised presidents, wrote books for great men. 1908, Betty Davis, the actress.
I just washed my hair.
Yeah. I never got the attraction, but
I never got it.
Nope, not sexy, but great actress.
Yeah.
Yes.
What a dump.
1916, the birthday of Gregory Peck.
That's right. It's my birthday.
Happy birthday.
I think my son was
took on the
devil.
corrupt, and also he also take on the devil.
Which
in The Omen?
Yes, he did. The son of the devil. Yeah, he sure did.
Okay. Yikes. 1950. Happy birthday to I'm going to take a stab at this. Agnetha Falskog.
Aggie?
I think that's a couch at IKEA. No,
it sounds like it.
It's one of the members of ABBA.
Oh, okay.
One of the ABBAs.
Not Frida, the more famous one. She had the Something Going On song.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's Agnetha, but...
the blonde one, I think, is that one.
I'm taking a chance.
There's a blonde and the brunette.
Of pronouncing it right.
Take a chance, take a chance.
Mamma mia. Yeah, very good.
All of you.
1956, the birthday of Diamond Dallas Page.
Yeah, DDP, baby.
Boy, that was worth mentioning.
Oh, he's in the Wrestling Hall of Fame.
Absolutely.
He has yoga videos now, I think, too.
Oh, my God.
1973, the great Pharrell Williams. And isn't he now the head of...
He does the thing for Adidas now. He's kind of trying to take over the
Isn't he
space.
the head of some giant design firm?
Yeah, he left.
I don't know who
I
that
think
is.
so. Yeah, I think he's a...
It's the happy guy.
Yeah,
And I'm looking for that
because I'm
song.
happy.
He's great.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
He's done a lot of other music, too.
Yeah, Skateboard B, baby.
Where's
None
the
of it
hats?
is,
I think he...
He is singing high. He's singing high, but not stupid high like Philip Bailey on Reasons. I stand by that.
No, that's the second best thing to come from the Despicable Me series, right behind the Minions, the Happy song.
Oh, man, don't you love the Minions,
Love
Willie?
those little guys.
Oh, they're so
Bob
funny.
and Stuart and Tim.
Glad you all enjoyed it.
Oh, that is fun for the whole family.
Banana. Oh, man.
That was good. I like
Son of a gun.
Should have their own movie.
Funny. They
Oh, here we
should.
go. Pharrell Williams is the new creative director at Louis Vuitton.
How about that?
Oh.
That guy, Louis Vuitton, he's the richest man in the world right today. It's Forbes, I think. 150
Oh, really? Okay.
billion.
No, so we can pay Pharrell some pretty good bucks.
And for 110 billion, you can get a clutch.
Those are very expensive. Time now to review what we learned on today's show.
Is that right? Brought to you by Angie. With Angie, it's easier than ever to get home products and projects done well.
Thank you.
Get started on the Angie app or go to Angie.com. Josh opened the show talking about his Dickie shirts, and we never did get to the bit that had the Dickie bar in it. Write that down. We'll do it tomorrow. Remember the Dickie bar?
I don't remember the Dickie bar.
We talked about it for the first break.
Okay.
They were playing Trivial Pursuit with somebody.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll dig
the Brady Bunch theme and the Dickie bar. Okay. Pat Godwin got here, and he was not in a groove, was not ready on time because his door was locked to his studio.
Really threw him off.
He had no time to prepare.
I like to prepare. All my notes in front of me.
Tom's told a story where he was unfairly a victim of road rage, and we all came to the conclusion that he obviously cut this poor woman off 9 times.
I was parked.
She chased him down.
Mistaken identity.
We had an email about jarts where the guy put a circle in the front yard and a circle in the backyard, and they threw the jart over the house to play jarts.
Yes, they did.
His mom bringing lemonade to the backyard when she gets the jart through her neck.
I bought donuts. It
Thank you
says
for that.
here Willie and Josh are going on a Green Bay Packer road trip. I don't know how Josh got in. I thought I was going with Willie on the Green Bay Packer.
I think you bowed out.
Did I?
No, I thought
I don't think so at all.
You were way in.
I'm way in. Okay. Now, if you want to kick me out, that's fine.
No, I'm fine if you want to go. And you want to do a retro beer tailgating experience with Mike, who wrote the show, and you can get a Blatz.
I'm curious to
Schlitz.
try Spotted Cow.
When's the last time you had a good Schlitz?
In about 20 minutes.
Nice frosty slits.
During the Allie Breen segment, Josh finally decided to tell us that he wants to sleep with his stepdad so bad.
God, I can't wait.
Now, is your mom going to hear about this?
Oh,
From the next room.
They listen. From the next room. this makes me so sad.
No, I'm so happy. They're getting along. I'm so happy.
Mother's Day just around the corner. Maybe it's time for you to give her some respect for Mother's Day.
Yeah, she has earned it. Yeah.
Very good. Okay, thank you very much.
Raised four of us.
Allie Breen is living now at a friend's barn guest house in Florida, I guess. I don't know. And she's going to be on Kennedy. Lisa Kennedy on Thursday. And apparently this Kennedy is no relation to the big-time Kennedys. Is that right?
No.
Or do we know?
No.
Just happens to be named
that's her last name. You call her Lisa?
That's right.
Okay, because you hang with her. Okay,
right,
good.
yeah.
Good to know. Thank you very much. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Get a look at today's show on our YouTube channel.